Echo confirm.
Fuck.
Hey, everybody.
Oh crap, we are alive. Okay.
We are alive.
People out, but 76.
Yeah, what he said. Hey,
It
everybody.
is the Mars rover.
It is the Mars rover. Yes, it is. How's everyone doing? Today we're going to be working on the ancient statue in Powerwash Simulator. Welcome to the Weekend's End. I am Sir Digs with Hands of the Black Pants Legion, and with me as always on the Powerwash weekend of the Weekend's End is Psydoc.
When I show up properly, yes.
And he's early because we started an hour late, so we're both late.
Okay, you gotta give me one, man.
I'm going to give you one.
Okay, you can give me one.
I'm giving him one. Last time we played, we finished the subway, which was a hell of a one. This time as we're cleaning an ancient statue in the Maku Atu Desert. I guess.
What?
Sonia Alamundin says, "Hi, Wishy." I guess I'm Wishy. I work with your friend Harper for the Global Archaeology Society, and we desperately need your help. With all the recent seismic activity coupled with the worst storm in living memory, that it has unearthed the most extraordinary statue I've ever seen. We have no idea who made it or when. We're hoping that with your help and those questions will be answered. Thank you so much, Sonia. So I think it's always... Oh, got to hydrate already? Good thing I got a fresh, cold cup of water.
I have to get something then.
Oh, take your time.
You know what? It'll take me about 15 minutes because I'll get a hot chocolate, so I'll just let us get started.
Okay. So, as you know, as someone who is trained in archaeology and has worked 2 dig sites, it is probably the best move ever to use a power washer on uncovered earth.
I was actually going to say that.
And even if it's not, that's what we're doing today.
So, yes, prior to many of my degrees, I was actually a trained archaeologist. The fact that you actually read that I did the 2 digs, I had technically 3 digs, but one of them had to be canceled due to local issues, aka we would have died if we went.
We would have died if... That's a really good reason.
I would have been shot, yeah.
Whoa.
Columbia, hell of a town.
What is going on here? Some reason got a farter. We got a follower.
I have no sound. It's telling me to rotate my nozzle. What? I know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing because my
Thank you for the follow.
Hello.
Let me see. Ario Steiner. Oh, Steiner Sounds Rod. Wrote to this Blade Head Eggplant. Good to see you, Will. For some reason I don't got any game sound. I don't know what's going on.
Master volume was down to like 0, so you might need to check that.
Oh, was that an update thing?
It might have been because there's like a whole pie wheel now that we have, but just by hitting the number keys.
Okay. Number keys? Okay. Yes. All right.
So, in regards to the archaeology thing, it is not the worst archaeological thing I've ever seen. We have what's known as backhoe archaeology. If the developers are coming in and the city has signed off on it not being a pertinent archaeological site. So we will bring in backhoes, take out buckets and buckets of dirt, sift through them, and move on. It is not great, but it's better than nothing.
Of course I'd remember if you told me you had 2 digs. I think you just said it recently.
I said it today. So,
yeah,
yes.
That's why I remembered. I am not...
Good memory.
Good memory.
And Diggs, did you touch the... You did.
I was on the ground.
You touched it.
Welcome to the stream, Steiner.
Hello?
I was on both feet were on the ground. That's what my therapist said I'd do. If I didn't want to experience another way of life, to keep my feet planted.
But yes, the other worst one would be Lara Croft. Please do not use C4 on an archaeological dig site.
Why not?
Because even the structures around and the way things lie is important to develop the archaeological record.
Oh.
And a power washer would... Oh, God.
Probably speed up the process of uncovering it.
It would. Speed isn't always what we want, though.
I mean, it's been underground for so long. What's a little bit longer, right?
It all depends on how much money you have.
Oh, it's a money thing.
Always.
Who's the richest archaeological guy?
The British Imperial Museum.
Oh, nice.
You can make a lot of money if you're morally questionable.
Oh, nice. See, now you heard it here, folks.
Oh, yeah. A lot of money in telling people that this isn't a significant archaeological site.
Has Digs used to raise ducks? I don't know what that means. I have never
I'm
raised
confused.
ducks. You dig with hands. C4 best digging tool, very enthusiastic whatever job you're applying it to. Yeah. Can't argue with that. Oh, each one of these slabs is its own thing. I thought they were connected.
I did as well, so
I thought this whole bottom side I was doing like mass sweeps.
I'm just doing the pre-work, but damn.
How's everyone doing tonight? Sorry I was an hour late. I did tweet it out, but a lot of it, no one uses Twitter, so it's okay. I was a very busy day today. Woke up, played some observation duty with a couple people and a couple friends, which was a couple hours. Then I realized I got handed the reins to the Black Pants Legion podcast, and it was told to take the 100th episode for myself. So I acquired Deputy and Tom Tomabell, and we did a non-text, I mean, with a little bit of help from Mike. Mike was recording and applying the questions that we got sent in. But the 100th episode of the Black Pants Legion podcast should be Diggs, Deputy, Tom Tomabell talking about random questions we couldn't answer, and Mike chiming in with some of the questions we're answering. So that should be fun. If you guys are a fan of the podcast, you'll catch us on there. But then that ran right into Traveler, which was a 3-hour other game. So suddenly, I've been in my chair for 8+ hours. I was getting restless leg. I was not having a good time. And then I realized I'm going to be on there for another 3. So let's take an hour break. So glad you all showed up. I know there was a lot of Tooch today. You know, Rob's been kind of feeling out of it, but hopefully he'll return next week for 2 Worlds. And, you know, Tooch will do Tooch things. So you got some samples from, or you actually got a completed playthrough of Frostpunk with Canute, Squick, and AK, who are all great people. Hopefully people enjoyed that as well. It is a weird cast, because the thing is, like, Tom and I are on the same, like, improv weirdo level, but I have trouble having conversations with Deputy because he's such a smart and well-read guy, and I'm kind of an idiot. So I do have problems, like, not a problem like having a talk with him, like we're friends, we do talk about things, but not of the level where his brain kicks in and mine doesn't. Tooch is a lot of fun, yes. I'd say we're gonna get some more of this done before we get into too deep dive. I hope you guys are that the music's a good volume. If you're relaxing, hopefully you had a good week, everybody. We're not gonna quite get into the weeks yet. I want to let a couple more people trickle in, because I know we started late, so maybe people thought we weren't going to live because we don't do this very well. I'm gonna hire Psydoc as my social media manager because he's a social media rock star. That's actually his rock star voice. Although I do gotta poke a few people like Dell, Deputy, Tex, and them to do some voice recording for me. Me and Thorax, who I happen to go live on his slot, which is funny. I'm trying to put together some short commercials for like upcoming shows, so if I can get everyone to agree to like set up a scene just to do a quick commercial once in a while when they take breaks or when they have a moment of downtime, so they can kind of advertise what's coming up later that day, So I'm gonna have a whole bunch of BPL members, including you. You can do your bundled accent as well, Psydoc. Just saying, coming up next, or coming up today, or whatever on WBPL 76. So it's like, just one of those like quick commercials.
Oh, I'm going to advertise my newest CD. Psydoc sings your favorite hits.
Yep. What are my favorite hits?
I don't know if we want to go for this as a joke, Robbins, or actually what you like.
Oh no, I'm wondering what you're singing. That's all.
I have no idea what the Insane Clown Posse sings, but I would go for it.
Yeah, we're gonna sing the entirety of the Great Malenko soundtrack.
I don't even know what that is.
It's one of the Joker cards. Don't worry.
Alrighty. I like Nickelback.
Nickelback is his favorite band for sure.
I used to really like
most sung. I think
Tex likes it when I do it. What?
Tex likes when you do something with your voice.
Yeah, I know it's weird, right? I always get confused when he says that.
I'm like, are you joking? You pulling my leg? He's
no,
I'm totally not laughing right now.
I take pride in how bad I am.
Let's see. We got Frostbite was insane in a good way. Yeah, that was really a great stream. Proof can't cook. Cup of noodles exploded. Nice. We got Psydoc sings Lucy in the Sky. Oh man, Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. Do you know that song? Beautiful. See, you're welcome. Make sure to tip your way into whatever, I guess.
Tip your waiter. Try the veal.
Try the veal. What? The veal?
Well, yeah, apparently that's what they say. Try the veal.
Try the veal.
I don't know. It's whatever. I'm supposed to say whatever is the special of the night.
Ooh. Yeah. Face slab. Get that face slab nice and clean. I like how you did like one half of it. It's like this side was blue, the other side wasn't.
That's because I can only do so much.
I just thought it was funny when I came up here and I looked. I'm like, oh, cool.
Hey, this is a hell of a lot better than me going there with a really small brush going, okay, at this layer, I'm going to do this.
You should bring up power washers next time you're on the dig site. Just be like, guys, I did this. I did this. It works. And they're like, are you sure? As you destroy everything historical the moment it kicks on.
Holy hell, yeah.
You get in trouble, you think?
Yes.
Dang. Orion's and Slar doing commercials for Wide Tom back in the 60s. Dude, no. You want to do it?
Sure, I'll do it.
Let's we could figure out something to do with
I just have to
old
work
characters.
on his voice again because I don't want it to be that bad Stitch I do.
You mean the his beautiful Aladdin songs?
Oh god. I can show you the way.
Beautiful.
Tender.
Number one Bollywood song.
Bollywood?
I don't know. Oh god, my cat's back again. It's been such a punk today. Oh, it's like, whoa, where's his hands? Where's his hands? Does he need his hands or his keyboard today? Probably not. He's not petting me. That must be why something's going wrong. Orion Air commercial. Dude, that is canon in Shadowpunk. Wow.
Shadowpunk? Star Trek?
Yeah. Cyberpunk and Shadowrun had a baby, and both of them had Orion Air.
Cybertrek.
Cybertrek.
That actually sounds like something dirty, so never mind.
Oh, she just sat on my arm. Whatever you want, Fig. You're cute.
Fig looks cute. Fig would probably kill me.
She's not much of a murderer. I mean, I'm training her to kill. Oh yeah, probably. I have been training her to kill her squeaky duck, so I guess it's getting ready for you.
Hell yeah. I actively will avoid cats because of my allergies, but that means they like it, so it's like,
How dare you ignore me? I must have you pet me now. It's like,
cats like it when you ignore them. Well, like it when you don't swarm them. I guess ignore them is the wrong term.
Yeah, they want you to be chill. It's my cat for no reason. Oh, she's chewing on my Quest 2 controller straps. I was like, why are you there? Yeah, that's why.
We found an elven artifact.
Ooh. Elves are real?
Oh, wait, no, this is a sea elf because Finns.
Oh.
A self.
It's a self.
Who lives in a pineapple.
See, Diggs does have a duck. Where'd duck go, Diggs? Hail Hydrate,
No,
another Hydrate,
buddy.
and a pet.
Hail Hydrate?
I'm double petting my cat and also drinking.
Yeah, do another one for me, thanks.
Alright, I got an extra one for you.
Thanks.
There's cat butt on my hand.
Buddy. But me. This actually makes me think of mildew.
Nobody but me.
Yes,
Such
my
a
insane
good,
sea elf.
it was such a good character concept, and I am so sad that we're gonna have to get him in a game.
Oh, mildew will be back. He was just too much fun to design and fuck
yeah.
around with.
So we're talking about an old D&D character. We had a thanks, Fig. We had a play-by-post game that didn't really take off due to a whole bunch of reasons. And Psydoc's character in a play-by-post experiment was a sea elf that was essentially left behind at a was it left behind or did it choose to live in the sewers underneath the city?
He was originally left behind, then accepted it as his. Basically, developer comes in, takes over his area. Well, it's my job to stop the sewage, so I'm going to take care of the sewer thing. He was like an eco-terrorist.
Kinda, yeah. Definitely, yeah.
He wouldn't call himself that, but he was an eco-terrorist.
Well, he was trying to save the planet. So why would they ever call themselves a terrorist?
Exactly. Freedom fighter. Liberator.
If my spring has gone erratic, blame the kitty. It is currently laying everywhere I need to move my mouse.
And Mildew's thing was because the sea elves do not do well when they dry, and that's what they continually did to him. He ended up just singing creepy SpongeBob SquarePants things about.
Yeah, it was such a weird choice. Oh, so good.
Who lives in a prison cell far from the sea? Nobody but me.
He was a nice guy.
Oh, I mean, ultimately he was nice-ish.
Yeah, I guess nice is very subjective to his situation versus, yeah.
Compared to how some of the druids end up, yeah. It doesn't gut you because you're there.
Those spore druids, my dude. Let's see, Fishman, wow, that's brilliant.
If you're trying to apply a logic as to what an eco-terrorist is, often their actions are more destructive to the environment than anything else, i.e. blowing up a gas line or an oil line.
But now the oil line's down.
Exactly, and it's spilling everywhere.
That's not our fault.
Well, I mean, it isn't the oil company's fault if someone slaps explosives to a pipe.
Yeah, good point.
I mean, there is... Why am I saying this? But there is engineering ways to protect against that, but it's still going to pump a lot.
Pump the jam. Pump it up.
Oh, yeah, blow up the dam. Yeah, that always goes well.
The dam was... The water should be there. That's the way nature wanted it.
Some could say Mr. Burke from Fallout 3 was an eco-terrorist.
Way to go, Fig. Just kick me randomly. How you doing, Night Clerk? Gilly, good to see you. Will. We actually answered one of Will's call-in questions on the podcast tonight.
Whoa, what was it?
I don't remember.
Cool.
That was 4 or 5. That was a long time ago, actually. No.
Hey, Will, you watch hockey?
We had a couple BattleTech questions that me, Tom, or Deputy can't answer because none of us are BattleTech people. So we're just kind of staring at each other going, you know what, that's a great question. That's a wonderful question. You know, we need questions like this to let you see the real shine and example in other questions. Next question.
We got to get you doing that again. Like just listening to Trump long enough that you can start imitating. I'll stop saying mimic.
Mimic
you.
Not much of a hockey guy, but my apartment is like 2 blocks from Rogers Stadium. So
I'm sorry to hear that.
He can hear the roaring crowd at times.
Where I don't want to out where he is, but there is an intense hockey game between two rival cities.
So much attention, Fig. I'm petting. You're just looking at me now for no reason. I think the cat likes my voice. Ah, she's poking my stomach. Call me fat now. Typical. I think I smell gummy baking a cake. Bake.
I think cats are one of the few species that would give no damn if you were fat and would just be jealous that you have weight. And they don't.
This cat can't gain weight. It's so hyperactive.
It's
still growing, yeah. It's only slightly over a year old now.
Oh,
yep,
yeah,
we've had her over a year. It's
long
crazy.
way.
Alright, go into your basket, you nerd.
Yeah, I won't confirm nor deny whatever team or anything, just because there's some local. There's a lot of things. My city's just superior, and go fuck themselves. Hey, whatever.
Yeah.
I can't say that. This is the relaxing stream. I'm sure you're lovely and not entirely incompetent.
She got off balance and fell off. Nice. So now that we've been in for a little while, how was your week there, Psydoc?
My week continues to get better and better. I have several reference letters, all favorable about myself, and my knowledge and changes in medication have been fruitful. So I'm actually really feeling progress.
Heck yeah, man.
Even my last test, I was significantly higher than the average. I will just say that in medical school, as I talk about, most people would freak out if they got a 75. 75 at this level is really good, considering the class was sitting more around like 70. And it's the hardest one that we have so far, or in all of medical school, so I'm like, yeah, success.
That's awesome.
Thank you for asking. How about yourself?
My week was pretty good. I got a couple projects on around the house. The garage is looking great. Spent a lot of time teaching myself to cook different meals to kind of help everything kind of stay at home.
Thank you, Sunshine.
Other than that, just working on more WPL stuff, growing my own skill set, trying to move into a different career. It takes some time and some certifications and all that stuff, and I'm starting to work on that. But I've been finally starting to relax and enjoying my time off instead of constantly feeling like you made a mistake. It's starting to feel like there's hope here. Hope.
I mean, I don't think only a fool would say that you were not committed and dedicated to your craft.
I quit the craft.
Well,
no more.
I mean, you chose that it wasn't your thing anymore, and that's
I can always come back.
Yes, you haven't lost your ticket. I don't know. Any
neat dishes you learned that were fun for you? Yeah, I made my own homemade Alfredo sauce, which was, not a huge accomplishment since how basic it usually is, but it was good because it felt like I made it instead of just poured a can out. And other than that, we had like a grilled cheese day where we tried a whole bunch of different mixes of grilled cheese, which turned out
you got to
be,
share that one.
So there's a new guy in the Legion. Actually, he's an older guy from the Legion, but he had to reapply for various reasons. He came in, he bribed me with a quote-unquote the best grilled cheese sandwich. And by the way, I'll gladly accept anyone else's ideas for good grilled cheese sandwich cheese mixes. From bread choices to how they grill it, to how they, grill, all that stuff, all the way to the different kind of cheeses. Well, this guy, he said, use an American single. And I was like, all right, that's pretty basic off the back, but I'm listening. He's like, then throw in like some sharp or mild cheddar based on your taste. And I'm like, okay, I like cheddar. That's good. And he's like, then add some Gouda. And with just your favorite kind of bread. Like, bread's very weird because you can get really grainy or, very full of multi-grain, all that stuff. A simple white or wheat bread is perfectly fine for a good, or sourdough or rye. Like, all those are pretty good candidates for grilled cheese. What are we missing?
I'm trying to get the arm on the right. Apparently, had some.
Oh, I'm looking. Oh, I see. It's up here. There we go.
Nice.
There we go.
We got helmet, chest, and face.
All right, going up to helmet. Did we find the gnome yet? Before we finish?
Holy hell, we have it.
The volcano is directly ahead of this thing. Did you notice that?
Yes, but wow. No.
I guess there's a big in-game tutorial going on because, like, I keep getting told what to do, even though I've been playing this game.
Me too.
You know, these guys are coming up close to the full release of their game, so if anyone is interested, this is a hell of a game to pick up and play. You can play with friends or by yourself at your own pace. It's not stressful. It's very relaxing. I don't see any gnomes, though.
I think I found him.
Where is he?
I think. Yep, found him. Okay. You kind of got.
He's on that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's on the Simba thing. All right, let's see. Honestly, racking my brain trying to think of something positive to me. So what I was going to say is I enjoyed several cigars, had fun with. You know, Spire, it's the little things. You have a place that you're comfortable and happy, like hanging out with your buddies and having a cigar. That is a good, happy moment. By the way, I invite all of you out there, because it's kind of a thing we do on this. Most of you who've been here for a while know about it. If you take a moment, reflect on your last week or month if you haven't shared before or whenever, and just share something positive that's happened to you or for you, or something positive change. Because as humans, we tend to focus heavily on the negative in the world, so we don't take enough time to reach back and look at the positive. I'll read up if I missed it. I'm sorry. When I'm focused, it's kind of harder. But helmet slab.
The argument traditionally is that because we were sort of like a predator-prey species, that we were hyper reflexive to criticism as a threat.
Yeah.
I don't know how many people subscribe to that, but I've always found that true.
All right, let's read a couple of these. Sunshine Temple said, had a good Sunday, went out to a good range day event with a bunch of stamp collectors and got home and do some grilling. Nice. Stamp collecting is a unique thing anyways.
Philately.
Right now it's honking down time. Don't like flames. I don't mind much, honestly. Like COVID. Good thing, happy thing for me. My sister and my stepsister are moving in together with you, or together.
Wow.
If that's a good thing, I don't want anyone live with me besides my girlfriend. But I mean, if that's a good thing, then hell yeah, good to have a sort of family. A person that's like stripping paint from minis. Heck yeah. Best part of the week, a friend I know in Europe wants to print and send me BFG fleet as thanks for teaching me. Oh, that is super cool. I wonder if that's someone from the Legion. Good thing Spara said.
Got it.
Good thing. Nice.
Whoa.
What the hell? What'd you do?
I didn't do it.
Is that shooting the is this about to launch the volcano? All the conspiracies are real.
It is aiming towards the volcano. Yep.
Oh no.
Oh, watch the steam. Oh, the smoke. It's coming down. It's cooling down the volcano. Maybe.
I mean, maybe? That's crazy. This is the biggest pressure washer.
He's going to take our jobs.
Sparrow said...
He's stealing our jobs.
Let's see. Best part of week. Good thing to add something extra grilled cheese is if you heavy butter outside the bread. Oh, we do coat it in butter for sure. Shredded Parmesan's a good thing, though.
It is, yep.
Positively 2.5 BS will be over tomorrow. Oh, God, Gilly, congratulations. 2.5 years of bachelor's.
Congratulations.
Good thing I was able to visit a good friend of mine who's been busy with a coming baby to be social. It's nice just hanging out with them. That's awesome. My boss got fired. Big relief for myself and other germlins in the plant. Good. Bad bosses. Like, people don't quit bad jobs. People quit bad bosses.
Yep.
Big pressure washer, you have woken the great old ones. I did laugh my butt off for people having heated debate over what bread is, what a bun is, or over what counts a burger and a sandwich. By the way, if you have metal minis, Cindy strips will take anything off metal, even metal. Yeah, cool. Good, thanks. Let's go through the messages, because maybe I missed something. Is this the Wishy Watchers? I got your details from friend Harper, who's been helping us with the historical dig. Fancy getting involved. Hi, Wishy. Thanks for heading all the way out of town. It's great to catch up again. Can you believe the quality of this statue? Thing is like 8,000 years old. Also, directly facing Mount Rushless, almost like it's keeping watch. I guess whoever made it had an advanced mythology already. A web spine along the back is sort of reptilian deity. Of course, things aren't necessarily literal. Egyptians had statues with heads of storks and cows. Doesn't mean the pyramids were chock full of fish and hay. Having said that, have you heard of the aquatic ape theory? Some people believe humans spent part of our African prehistory living semi-aquatically. That's saying we're the only hairless apes with webbed hands and insta layer of fat under our skin. Always had a fringe theory before. Hey Doc, don't worry you up. Anywhere near Mount Hucky, I mean to get out right now. Mount Ruthless is about to blow any minute. I'm praying I just gotta scoop up Ma and Pa first. Thanks for everyone's statue, as we are. We have taken back by the statues itself, along with the beam of lights fired at the volcano. So much to discover about these people. Who on earth were they? Still looks pretty fishy-wishy.
Pun.
Now we're gonna go to Jean-Claude Flambleu. High faluting aerodome. Before we do that, let's look up here. Funny story, I was getting a Steam account this weekend. Turns out I already had one. Hadn't used 8 years. Steam is necessary. If you're gonna game with your friends online, get Steam. I know your excuses can be many, but if you're gonna be joining any kind of community, hint hint, you want to have a Steam collection or some games that will let you play with other people.
I'll be right back. I'm just gonna make my hot chocolate.
It is hot chocolate. I'll read some chat. Bully, I didn't see yours, Bully. What happened good for your week, Bully? And Stevie Las Vegas, welcome. Weather's been good enough outside, which big deal, wife not being very mobile. Oh, that is awesome. Great D&D session, hell yeah. We had a great Traveler game today as well. I always appreciate the time I'm getting RPGs. Will actually be starting a Pathfinder game, giving me my last chance at having fun in Pathfinder. Hey Wampa. Because I gave up on Pathfinder about 6 attempts ago because it was continuously bad DMs or bad player choices or people not putting their time into it, and I never got a good feel of it. So I trust Will to be the guy who's going to show me how to play Pathfinder. Traveler game went very well. Way of the Wicked. I know it's an evil campaign. That's all I know about it, and the fact that I might be able to become different in the future, but I don't know how that's supposed to work. Miss DMing. Just grab a couple people from chat, start DMing. I made bread yesterday, came out well. Just have a recipe figured out. That's awesome, Bully Snake. This heat gives me steam, and you can feel it real. Anything you see. All right, let's read this thing while he's still out. Clean the stunt plane. Oh, that thing looks covered in paint. My mom always told me never trust a man with a unique mustache, so I'd accept a job from absolute unit with a top lip like an angry beaver. Truth is, the stunt work is dropped off, and I take work where I can. We're doing some kind of revenge mission, egg dropping on this temple outside the middle of nowhere. Hey, you assholes. And obviously the whole thing went terribly wrong. To be fair, we've been fine. The client was not invested. We dived low so we can get the last shot himself, and we overtook all the eggs all the way down. Multiple embryonic berg strikes the engine later. It's a miracle we made it down safe at this airport. I bet eggs in our faces. So we're going to be cleaning a plane. I'm back with Portillo's. Nice. There's a hot dogs with a cake. Yummy yum. We have a Portillo's up in Scottsdale. Take a quick look around. We could find the gnome. Probably be somewhere in the distance. Maybe on the roof somewhere. Oh, got our first invisible wall. Nope, not in any towers. There he is. He's on top of the radar dish, I believe. Yep, there he is. He's up there on the radar dish, or the tower. I can get all the way over here. What is it? Parkour, 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 parkour. Come here, you bitch. Aw, can't get up there. Parkour, parkour. I volunteered if someone wants to run a TTRPG. Hey! Dude, if you guys get like, I will put together WPL 76 if someone wants to run some. If you give me that kind of reason, I will make a public Discord face. I'll see if Crow wants to tie in some courtesy flush, but if you guys want to get together in a place and kind of interact, we could throw together a Discord for some tabletop RPG stuff and maybe the stream a little bit. Tex has been pushing the idea of the playground or the auxiliary legion stuff being a possibility for meeting people. We'll think about it. But yeah, see a whole bunch of you guys hanging out, playing games, being weirdos. Love watching people have fun in tabletop games. Bro Fisticus, nice. The rudder. It's not clean yet. There we go. Got the rudder clean. Get the wheel. Let's get the suspension. Run by the rabble? Yeah, why not? Worst thing that could happen is one of you turns out to be some kind of psycho and we delete the whole thing. No real threat there. I don't think that'll be a thing. You guys have been really solid. The returners, the people hanging out, enjoying the content, supporting, just really makes everybody, like, we get so much positivity and feedback and good vibes and people coming up with a million ideas because they're all powered by this and wanting to help form this community on WBPL 76. Gilly. Let's see. Work schedule consistent. Yeah, hard schedules are like the first killer of most games if you can't get enough people. Hey, thank you for following Werewolf 91. Yeah, we hit our goal of 1,500 followers on Twitch. It was an arbitrary goal I set that I didn't think we'd hit, and we hit it pretty quick. So, thanks all of you for doing that. I don't know what to put on the next goal. 3,000? That'd probably take forever. We lost our big boost. So now it's like just us now. It's us and you guys. That's all it is. Stretch. I can stretch. All right, let me stretch. Well, yeah, I mean, Tex has brought up I stretched. So Tex brought up the Auxiliary Legion idea a couple times. So has Rob and Bowser and all them. And it doesn't seem like a bad idea. Like, our only concern, I mean, we think it's a great idea because we can, like, connect with people. And it's just a cool idea. And it's really no risk because, like I said, I think our only big hiccup with it or worry about it is, like, we spend time in the Legion. So it pulled time away from the Legion for us who are in the Legion to keep an eye on another Discord. But at the same time, it's like, it's probably not going to grow very fast and it'll be pretty chill. And the people who, like, hang out there would be easy ones to go, hey, you're a really good part of this community, you're enjoyable, you run a good mean game, or you're a good player. And that could be, I mean, that could be debated as something that gets in the main Legion, you know? But that's beyond that's beyond Sir Digs with Hands. That's on the rest of the mod staff. No single mod makes any decisions like that. And Tex makes no decisions because his design for Legion is he doesn't want to deal with anything. He just wants to be able to jump on, do dumb stuff, and enjoy his extended family. So the Legion's ran by its mods and helped by the community managers. I'd love to do a KSV stream, do anything productive again. Yeah. I want to love KSP, but every time I start getting like super into it, it reminds me of what I used to do for a living, and I get super into it, and then I watch Tex just throw on 50 thrusters and launch shit into space, and I realize it's not a game for me to have fun. It's a game for people who just like to go, I'm gonna shoot a rocket with more upgo, and yeah, unfortunately that's not me. I'm like calculating and want to do everything perfect, and that game is a bit janky. You can be really, very specific engineer-wise on it, but it doesn't make it. It just makes it harder for me, because he could send a train or a plane into space with enough rockets, and I gotta be like, no, we gotta have a good fuel to lift and push ratio and weight stuff and aerodynamics and control surfaces. Nah. Well, let the Legion Cat Wrangler attempt to manage it, shut down if it doesn't. Yeah, well, that was the idea. If we do end up taking the idea of going like kind of an auxiliary playground type system, it would definitely be one of those things that'd be more self-ran. Let a couple like volunteer Legionnaires kind of keep an eye out and interact with people. But then again, like I said, we don't really want to pull away from the main Legion for our members. That was like the big debate against it. It's like, well, we're here to be on this Discord. It's like, yeah, I know, but there are cool people out there, and we can't interview them all at the same time. Although we have kicked up interviews. There's going to be, I think, 2 interviews minimum a week for going forward. So across 9 or 10 different mods and community managers, we're going to burn through hundreds of interviews pretty quickly. So if you did find the way in and the new way is coming as well, then you're most likely going to get hit up on Discord, as long as you don't have any crazy red flags or anything. Like, we do have the ability to look at someone's interview and go, yeah, no thanks, and then just mention it in the interview chat, like, hey, this is a pretty big red flag. Like, their favorite website outside of YouTube was like some underage terrible website, and it's like, no, we're good. We don't want to deal with those kind of people. I don't care what your fetish is. Where the hell is this guy? This doesn't take this long to get hot chocolate unless you're making it really good. I think you're all pretty cool. I mean, you're hanging out with me, and I only hang out with cool people. That's a lie, Psydocs right there. I got him. You're not creative. 4, you're like one of the coolest people in here. Square, I mean, you're all recognizable names to me when I talk about WPL. When anytime it comes up to like people we always see, there's like, I really enjoy all of you. I don't think there's been a single problem person that we've had, which is amazing in itself. We had a couple weird comments on the YouTube archive. Anyone who runs D&D is not lame, in my opinion. Welcome back, Psydoc.
Damn, I was trying to be silent.
You can't be subtle, you moved.
God damn it. I found the gnome.
I know, it's on the radio tower.
Yeah. What's this about running D&D?
Oh, it was just a couple of the guys in chat were talking about wishing they could play more, wishing they could run one. I was like, why don't you guys just join a Discord and make it? And I was like, you know what? Tex has been bringing up that auxiliary Discord for like the stream community. We could just throw it together and invite these people. But we need a couple more votes.
I mean, I'm not against it in the slightest.
Well, like I said, when we brought it up, the only thing that kind of came up is like time. Like we'd split time between 2 Discords, so it's extra work. You know how we feel about work.
I think one must get one's own house in order before one.
Yeah, we're doing some pretty major changes on the BPL side, so I mean that's what he means by getting things in order. We finally dealt with a couple issues that were outstanding, so now we can actually start pushing forward. I actually have Tex sent me the list. Did he send you the list of his proposed questions for the new interviews?
No. Well, he might have, because we do talk about it, so...
Well, he just sent a document like right before I went live saying, hey, so I want to cut this down to like 15 to 25. And I was like, okay. I figured he'd send it to other people.
Ultimately, it needs to be, as has been said by Jake in that, it needs to be a conversation. If you can't have a conversation
No, this
with
is just
someone,
for the form, not for the interview.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is the form questions he wants revised. Something to
Yeah.
make people think and answer with more than, yes, I wake up, I go work, come home, sometime game, go bed. Like,
Yeah.
wow, thanks for including how awesome you are, man.
I mean, to be brutal, if that's the person's how they describe it, then okay, that's an answer.
That's like going to a job interview. It's like, what do you do? I run machines good. It's like, well, thanks for the
Okay.
interview.
Here's how about a time period where you did anything like this? I just run the machines. Okay.
You put me in front of a machine, it'll run good.
What about the times where it didn't run good?
It wasn't my fault. Probably second shift. Always blame second shift.
I mean, to be fair, that person
Yeah.
sounds like a voice of experience.
It's very true. This is from your experience right now.
That is an experience line, but remember, hiring is often done by HR. So SMART goals.
Where do you see yourself 5 years? Probably with a job if you don't keep talking.
Making money.
I need to make money. Draw me the money.
I'm going to do it in 5 years. I mean, depending upon the job, the question is humorous. What do you see for 5 years? Hopefully making more than you're currently paying me. They don't want that actual real answer.
No, real answers do not apply.
I mean, you could say, continuing to strive to go up the corporate ladder, to better myself, but they really just want you to say that any time they put into you is good
Working here nice and hard long for minimum pay. You're perfect.
God, if anyone actually hires you like that, you know it's a throwaway job.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm not saying that it's things. Everybody's got to do a job and make money, but damn, you are worth more than just being told.
You heard that, group. You're worth more.
Well, I mean, that's why I did the Psydoc guide to getting into the Legion. Anyone that sent me it was just like, yeah, no one actually.
Yeah, slap a link to my Tuesday memory guess. Toxic as water, fun time, out of the abyss at 5e, sick. Sorry, I was just catching up with some of the stuff people are saying.
Well, that's fine.
A good way to pleasant. It's like, yeah, it's a good way to put it. It's pleasant evening when it reaches out to each point. Leaves me in a good mood. Good. Love some tabletops. Or making a machine run good is actually sound like something an average hiring manager would be impressed by saying. Why would you want to work here? Real answers not apply. Let's see. My current job interview was so stressful I called next day, turned down the second interview. They called me back asking whether they had to get me to come back in. I'm glad I did. You know what? That's a power move. Listen, you guys stressed me out. I'm out. It's like, no, you're good. Come back, please. It's like, yeah, make them want you. They are in your pocket now. Although in this economy, most jobs are just like, do you have a pulse? Can we pay you more? And you're like, yeah. It's like, okay, good. Hired.
One sec.
One sec, you. So just in case anyone out there hasn't shared yet, if you did have try to look through your week and share with us something positive about it. Because like I said before, sometimes we get fixated on the negativity in the world and putting yourself down, but there has to have been something good worth celebrating in the world that happened to you this week, and you're here to do that with us. I did a group interview where the management said, why aren't you guys talking? This should be fun. Yeah, because imposing fun onto something that's inherently like nervous fun. Or meant, yeah, we will executions will continue until, or beatings will continue until performance has improved.
I have actually heard of people being ordered in the military to attend fun movie watching on Friday. It's like, what?
Well, Friday's the day they're supposed to be free and get drunk.
I had to do with slight modship duties in the Legion.
Yeah. Psydoc's back, baby.
We'll follow up with that individual maybe, but it's just like, stop it. Don't be stupid. Get help.
Get help. But you are the help. Get more help.
Get qualified help.
Actually, I had a thought about application raw video. That was over a year ago, and I know I'm not the person I was back then. I'm too glad you guys do. You know what? That's another thing. We went so lax when because realistically, the BPL has a optimal number of people. So we don't want to interview 700 people, let in 300 people, and then have to deal with managing that. We want a slow, comfortable growth where we can adjust, mods and events and stuff, stress-free for techs and everything, and not have every room exploding with the moment tech enters a room, a whole bunch of people. Luckily, we don't have that problem really. Not anymore, but it's just a slow growth is better than a big one. So because if we let a whole bunch of people in, we fundamentally change the feel and vibe, and the whole what makes the Legion great is how people kind of fit in and get along. So if people come in and they kind of adapt and enjoy the way we run things and the people there, then they become part of us. If we let in more people than we have now, then the Legion fundamentally changes to the way these new people are. So they never really get used to the culture in the Legion is really the way to put it. That's not a bad thing. We always want people to come in, show us new ways, improve. Change is inevitable. We're not going to fight change, but we don't want someone coming in thinking the Legion's something it's not, and then trying to push that change on it, because that just causes people to think that this place is no longer their second home. Is the way to say it.
Stuck.
You're stuck?
Stuck.
He's right. Get right. I'll push you out. There.
Free.
Freedom. Achievement tactic. Get cans to try to outcompete each other. Today we get new. Oh yeah. You did it. Don't be stupid. Tell in the water. Point directly. I think my current job at East Prosever met the recruiter on job fair. Showed her my resume. She skimmed it and asked for a copy of my DD 1214. As she looked, I picked the shift. Told to show up for training next Monday. That's awesome. Yeah, place I think sudden shift in mood normally comes and influx newcomers. Yeah, gatekeeping in a way is good. I never want to tell anyone you're not getting in the Legion, but I want everyone, because when we did the forums, we actually so it's kind of hard to come in. So when we went to the forums, I was actually against it, because then we'd be pick and choosing among everybody. But before, we would interview everybody who applied. Now, one, that sometimes wastes multiple people's time and days trying to find someone who would be a good fit. But at least everyone had a chance. If hopefully you guys know where I'm coming from. If everyone has a chance and they can choose, that may or may not go in their favor, but at the same time, it was still a chance and they deserve it. When you have here's the candidates, you look for specific things that stand out to you or something unique, and then someone who wasn't having a good day or not a real good typist or not creative or something along those lines, they're not sometimes they don't pop out, and then they get skipped, and then they never know if they were accepted or ever get an interview, and that's the downside. But it comes to do you want to force people to waste up to an hour of their day talking to someone who wouldn't have got in if they would have just told us that they were under 18 in the interview? That kind of thing. Get him, Sonic. Parkour up there. You can get up there. I have an idea. Haha. Okay, I'm gonna put that down before I jump, because I know how this works. Back up. There we go. Come here, guy. Dang it. Well, I like how when
no.
you didn't move, you were pink, but then you became yellow. So that makes sense. New people get drowned 10k out, compelling memes, but yeah. The Black Panther Legion is definitely not a Battletech community at all. There is a lot of people who join because of the Tech Talk Battletechs, but they come in and realize quickly that it is not. Oh no. Wait a second, wasn't there a train?
It should be under special.
Oh, thank God. I was like, wait, no. Okay, there. Oh, 3 more. I was about to say, are we out? Oh no, we're dead. We're dead. All right, and they added the. Oh God, I'm getting blown away. Do you want to do the gnome fountain, the mini golf course, or the steam engine first?
I think we should let the chat
Whole
decide.
time.
And we've had, in regards to the interview process and that, we've had so many changes to it because we're trying to optimize how to find people. But on the other side, when you have, God, how many hundreds of applicants that apply per text video? We don't want to let everybody get caught up in some like non-caring like screening thing. Like we do have a screening and it's pretty hard to fail that one, but people do still manage to. And we want to give everyone a chance.
So you can vote at the top of the chat. And I'm with. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead.
I was gonna say yes. On one side, we want to give all these chances, but we're not paid. And even if we were paid, it still takes a minimum of an hour for just doing that interview. That's not the pre-work. That's not the reviewing. That's not basically the file processing.
There really is an entire system in getting into the Legion. And it is... Every applicant takes at least 10 minutes to review. Yeah, you can buy votes using, like, your Goob. Or if you're crazy, bits, but don't do that. I don't know. They didn't let me remove one if I pick the other. I like people being able to use Goob to influence, because that means loyalty, or winners at betting, if you ever come to After Dark.
If the person, like when we do a review, I mean, I'm not going to go fully into the process, but things that are reviewed, online social media, reviews on Steam, things that give us an extra insight into who you are and how you approach things you like or don't like. We, like, again, previously said, one person kept talking about the hair, and at that moment I was like, whoa. It's not just amuse me or Psydoc's mood that matters, or any of the mods, but it's more the idea of stand out a bit. And I will go back to all the other ones. I mean, the first thing is find, replace some of the more unique gamer words.
Yeah, so basically it's this. You apply, you give us your Steam profile, we skim it. That's what it has to be said. If you have similar games, that's a plus. If you're in a couple like similar groups or the BPL group, that's a plus. If you review games or you have like common games that you've beaten or like or enjoy or screenshots, that all just like has something to tell. So like if you're part of a whole bunch of like questionable groups or your reviews are like game didn't work for me, N-word the dev, like if they go like who you are online is the presence that we're looking for. So at the end of the day, it's like if you're kind of a douchebag, we're not going to give you a chance. We'll just be like, all right, denied, we'll move on. You don't need to be, you're part of this group for Dancing Lights, you're auxiliary legionnaire. All right, so we got Locomotive as the clear winner. I'm not sure. I think Genken's Bizu contributed 3,800 channel points to make sure it wins. Or maybe he lost, but we're going Locomotive. Oh, we actually get to... It gives us the equipment we get to use. Interesting.
I think you have to invite me again.
Oh no. Oh, I had to turn it back on because it was a different game mode. You should be able to join.
Yes, now I can.
There's a tumbleweed here. Meow.
Can you blow it away?
Yeah, you can.
Nice.
There's a few. You see that?
Yeah.
Nice.
Exhibit was placed in here in memory of Mayor Jeff Jefferson the 10th.
All right, the forever mayors, everyone Jeff Jeffersons.
The Dune rocket. Okay. Oh, found the gnome. That's not creepy. Hey, you got him.
What's up, nerd?
Bigfoot strikes again.
Oh no.
Ultimately, don't be completely bland. Like, don't screen yourself, even though we tell you things like, hey, don't use gamer words, but it's like, if it's too cleansed and
curse,
clean,
fuck you.
Yeah, cursing's fine.
Like, you don't have to go full on edgelord. If you pretty much grew up in the 4chan universe but never got past 4chan and you're in your 20s or late 20s or 30s, you probably aren't the greatest fit for the Legion, honestly. But like, if you know how to separate that and you visited like for TG because you used to enjoy old TG stuff, that should be fine. Just don't make any singular thing your only personality trait. If you're a furry or a weeb or like anything like that, that's fine. We don't really care as long as the only thing you ever post isn't just furry this, weeb that, meme this. It's like, just be a person that people want to hang out with. Be enjoyable. And
hey, kitty.
hi, kitty. Is it kitty?
I swear I heard like your cat or someone in the background.
I didn't, but maybe there's a chance. Yep. Gummy might be singing. That song was like cat screaming. Just kidding. She's wonderful. She's making a cake. I can smell it. There's going to be cake in this house.
What kind of cake?
I think it's chocolate cake with chocolate frosting.
Nice.
Oh yeah. When you said hot chocolate, I was like, you know what? Chocolate cake.
Do you like a
cow catcher? Interesting. I guess they are the knock the cows out.
Yeah, that's. Oh, you didn't know that? Yeah, that's the name for it.
I never really thought about it. I figured this was just a big old like scoop or shovel, like.
It pretty much is.
Yeah, but now I'm just picturing cows getting smashed, like just goodbye.
Yeah. I mean, if we do the auxiliary thing, that's even better. Ultimately,
it's been an idea Tex had for a while.
Oh yeah.
Not a while. I don't know. Like I said, I'll bring it up tomorrow. We'll have a vote on it. If it gets approved, I'll tweet out. So make sure to follow at WBPL76 on Twitter. And if you don't see it there, you'll probably hear it because there'll probably be pretty big news inside the Legion that we
tomorrow.
No, I'll just bring it up tomorrow in like mod chat. We can do things outside the meetings.
No.
Okay, fine.
I refuse.
He refuses. He's not being paid. He only does things.
It doesn't matter. I'm just a community manager.
You still get a vote.
I still get a vote, but.
Were we talking Maverick and Dawson's last night? Yes. Why? What's up? I always send Maverick and now Dots. Oh, hello. Ro, thank you for resubscribing.
Welcome.
He now has stinky underwear. Welcome to the Stinky Pants.
Stinky Pants League.
I love it. Those stinky pants just need to be a little bit soiled from one shit pant, and it grows into black pants over the next year.
Did you give us soap?
No.
I have soap.
Our entire thing is pre-made. Our kits are pre-made. Like, per the level, it said these are the things you'll be using. This, including soap.
Ah, cool.
Steve is continuing this up. Thank you so much. From True Goth S. Nice.
Drew Goth.
No, it was gifted to him from True Goth, and now he's continuing this up. Thank you so much for the support.
Still, hey, Drew Goth.
Hey, True Goth. The thing we were talking about in chat, we build Maverick and Hell Hydrate moves Dust Goop. Yeah, I was there, most of it. I made some decent goop, then I lost it all, because that's my life. Sometimes it's like, he should be dead, and then no enemies show up the whole night, and it's like, no! Cheese in the game, man. I want goob refunds.
Dr. Trugoth.
Dr. Trugoth.
No.
That's cool. I like the details in this one.
Ah, the soap we have is just for dirt. Got it.
That won't help us with rust or anything.
Nope. This is a rusty boy.
I will say that learning about the Legion made me realize I could do more with the communities I'm part of now. Pretty regular. That's awesome. You know.
That is awesome.
You know, Squick, Ken, and Cookie Mama and them. They usually get like 1 or 2 Jackbox or Gartic Phone or one of those like multiplayer games up in the Legion.
Cards?
Pretty often. Cards Against Humanity hasn't been played in a little while, but it's definitely on the list of things that they have done.
Especially for newts. For new.
Oh my god. Have you ever hit C?
I mean, crouching?
No, C. Hit C and move around.
My C is my crouch.
Oh, it is not my crouch. Control is my crouch. But C is made like you can aim my gun in different places without moving.
Oh, so you can unlock your aim. Interesting.
Pretty cool.
So much rust.
Where are you hiding, you little bit of rust? Who would have thought this game would have a torso arm lock?
Yeah. Game probably could end up like rocket jump.
Maybe. Wait, what's rocket jump? Why does that sound familiar? Is that about high school?
Rocket jumping is you shoot down a rocket at your feet and you go in the air.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the show, because I remember there being a rocket jump show.
Oh, there was something. Rocket Power, was it?
No, that was a cartoon, but yes, that was a great one as well. That was about surfer dudes on the beach teaching you good life lessons. I think that was a good summary of that show.
Mm-hmm. I'm from Canada. I don't know these shows.
Freddie Wong, yeah, Rocket Jump Studios. So Freddie Wong's part of Dungeons and Daddies, which is one of my favorite D&D podcasts. I have fallen way behind because I finished season 1, then I listened to Fetch Quest I didn't really care for, and then I didn't have a job to give myself time to listen to podcasts for 10 hours a day. So all of my podcasts have been now just building up for no reason until I find a game or something I could do that will help me be able to restart watching again or listening. Ooh. Tentacle digs. That's creepy. Ro just posted a weird emote after digs. It looks like I have tentacles coming out.
Cthulhu digs.
I do have a Cthulhu digs in Legion. It's just green and terrible. I think Laws put it together. He makes some really good ones and some really bad ones. Only digs in the Legion, guys. That's all you're getting emote-wise in Legion. Is a whole bunch of Rudies and digs. Lots of Rudies and digs.
I mean, ultimately, you have not asked for them. They've just been made.
I asked for one. I didn't ask for the first one, but I did turn it into the first emo, and then somebody who has been kind of absent as of late has went kind of crazy with them, and that caused other people to make digs. Now we have a whole bunch of dig emotes. So many that I can't even put them all on the server because I don't want it to be the server. Only server emotes or digs. I'll make sure all the Auxiliary Legion's Discord emotes are just all Psydocs.
No.
Just
There's not enough.
I can fix that. I got money. I will fund it with WBPL currency.
It has been
Ooh,
good that is
swole
going to good
digs.
things. Swole
Pizza
digs.
digs, we got swole digs, we got fire breathing digs. Dude, you guys, if any of you know any good like emote animators, we do need someone who is pretty good at making. We have like 5 or 6 like animated emote slots, and no one in the Legion really knows how to like do animations very well. So, if any of you have like a friend who does good GIFs or at PGNAs or APGNs, I don't know what the hell they are. If you can make a good emote, let us know. I'll make you an artist on the channel. I guess that's a thing we could do now. I don't want to ask one of our like. There is a specific art style that comes to you when you're making emotes because they have to look good at like 17 by 17 pixels and be, you know, visible and readable. And none of ours are that. Although it's easier to tell slot.
Zorg's flaming anus. That's why we have that one.
Yeah, that one looks much better in Discord emotes. The flaming anus of Zorg. Aw, Dig's petting a kitty. That's very on brand.
Oh, fig.
It's a cat. It's a fucking cat.
Okay. They really got to work on this soap stuff.
Doesn't do anything?
Not really. Like, it gets rid of what it says, dirt, but... With this setting, who cares? It's the rest that matters.
Man, what am I missing on this thing? Oh, it's little teeny buttons. Nice. Dig's looking at butts that are hula hooping or watching a little like weirdo dance, eating pineapple on pizza. Oh, got a reverse Diggs? How did that happen?
A reverse? Oh.
He's facing
I was going to
left.
say it's like a Digs Inside Out.
So I think it's one of those modify emote things.
Ah, yes. I did that a lot with the courtesy flush.
Yeah, giving Boulder a thinking. That's my favorite one.
Boulder.
Can't believe you made Boulder. That was so good.
Boulder was many generations. Really ran with Mike, so that's good GM that just goes yes and rolls with it can do wonders.
Yes, it does. Left and right, flaming Diggs. Look, both Diggs are looking at the flaming asshole of Zorg.
Sponsored by Brondo.
Mirror Diggs. Boulder was the rock upon which the crew rested. Yes, it is. Did you ever notice that the captain never said anything negative about Boulder? And he would insult everybody.
You probably held it a damn rock at one point. Ooh, hurt ratio. I really enjoyed Star Trek.
Me too. One of my favorites. Hockey.
Yeah, I think I know what that means. Love DS9.
Liked it. I was no, DS9 was my favorite too.
You also like Voyager, you said.
I thought because Voyager was the first one I technically ever saw. Because when I was growing up, it was sci-fi. About every 20 minutes, they put up a new random, not in order, Voyager. So one time I'd be looking at the weird short-haired lady. The next time I'd be looking at 7 of 9. No idea about the continuality of the show, but I liked the idea of the space and stuff. That was all cool. I liked Tuvok. I thought Jane was cool. I thought Chakotay was kind of meh. My ancient space native stuff that works from space people.
Yeah, they lean a little bit too much into that when they could have just done so much
the
more.
Maquis,
I mean, I like the idea, but come on.
Oh God, 2 digs is smashed, 1 dig into little skinny smash digs. Voyager, the malt mid. This time was true. By the way, if any of you are do enjoy Star Trek Star Trek, but it has kind of been killed off on you from years of disappointment, Tex, Mike, and I, sometimes with Goat and Hat and Aki, every Thursday we watch Strange New Worlds together, the newest Star Trek series, and we have all loved it.
That's the Pike one, right?
Yeah, that's the one with Commander Pike. First episode was a little bit weird. Second one was really good. Third one was very solid as well. We're hoping it continues on this, but it has been a refreshing back to roots Star Trek. If you're a fan of original Star Trek stuff, Next Generation, Deep Space Nine, not focused on one person or some weird story arc, just episodic like it should be, watch Strange New Worlds. It feels natural. They're not shoving shit in your face. They're not pushing anything. I mean, if you're a little bit if you're everything's woke culture ruins everything type of person, then yeah, you're probably not gonna you'll probably have a couple hiccups with oh wow, there's all females on the bridge crew. That's fine, whatever. If that ruins something for you, that's your prerogative. But other than that, it's just very solid, well acted. The guy who does Pike carries it. Spock does really good. Everyone else is just handling their role. I mean, I think the only character I haven't really got anything from is there's this nurse chick, or maybe she is a doctor, who works in ER, who walks around acting yep, I'm the best, and it's but you've done nothing to prove you're the best. You just say random lines oh yeah, I totally did something, and she probably did, but she doesn't really deserve the one-liners that she's throwing out all the time. I don't know. But other than that, highly recommended. I haven't heard praise. I mean, I haven't enjoyed one as much as. It's pretty low after Picard and Discovery. It's pretty hard. It's pretty easy to get anything good out of that. But I haven't enjoyed the Star Trek as much in a while. The first 3 episodes were very good, in my opinion. And even Tex has not gotten to the point where he can insult it yet. He's just I'm hopeful. I'm enjoying what I'm watching so far, but he's very much a cynic. So I'm just glad that he's if he's liking it so far, I'm thinking it's pretty good. No, not Picard. Picard shouldn't.
Discovery?
I forced to watch myself through Picard, and there were good moments, and then there were why did they do that? A lot. And so overall, I wouldn't recommend Picard. I wouldn't recommend Discovery. I wouldn't even recommend Lower
I heard
Floors.
The 3rd season is supposed to be okay.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, I heard that too. So that's why I'm forcing myself to through Discovery right now, which has been painful. Not too bad. 2nd season got really bad. Oh yeah. Picard. If they had 6 endings at the ending of season 2, they could have just picked one of those and was good with it, but they kept having to drive it home and drive it home and drive it home, and then good Borgs. Now everyone's a good Borg.
What?
Borgs are good now.
What?
Yeah, they're good.
Wow, that's how'd they get good?
There's a whole thing you probably have
The
to
queen
watch.
just let.
Well, look, yeah, there is a queen involved, but it didn't really solve anything because it wasn't the prime. It's hard to explain. I don't want to ruin it for anyone who does like Star Trek,
Okay.
because spoilers always suck, and you don't need to hear that from
You're
us. But the reality is, the ending was just a whole bunch of what the okay. It didn't even make sense scientifically. Like usually, they try to say, even though it's like magic science, it's still like based in an idea that magic science can exist. But the stuff they were talking about, like at the center of our galaxy, something big is happening. So something happened like so far away, light years wise, you instantly got it read, and then it was so big, even though it was so small in person, that it was like lighting up the entire galaxy. It was a whole bunch of like, yeah, right, okay. Like, just shove it in your face. If any of you saw the end of Picard Season 2, you know exactly what I'm talking about, and you're probably as confused and what the hell as I am. If you have, oh yeah, we do that every time, Mad Duck. Good to see you. Please share some positivity so I can stop harping on bad Star Trek, and make sure to go check out Strange New Worlds, which is good Star Trek so far. We're not paid, although I will take money from them. Take your money, guarantee it.
If you offer it, we will take it. Just not however required.
That's right. But man, the biggest thing is like everyone's talking about their numbers. Like, oh, look at this numbers. I'm like, well, there's a prime time for streams. I mean, they're not fighting. They're just they're happy that they're getting the numbers they get. And it's like, well, your game matters sometimes when people are available. The people who know us are usually American time zone people with jobs that end in the afternoon. And that's where most of our viewers come from.
Yeah.
And while we want to grow in other zones, it's going to be a little bit of a struggle because it's hard to get the programming up and going. And cross promotion's not really any of our strong suits because this is just for the BPLs.
I get insurance to do it.
Yeah. The good Borg was aware of an effect that would cause death of Alpha. Oh. Yeah, that's the weird thing.
The good Borg?
Yeah, good Borg.
Like the good doctor. The good Borg.
Well, it was the good doctor. Now it's the good Borg. Aha, you'll never know. Hey. I'm convinced the episode of S2 was written by a different person who only had skimmed the script for previous episode. That's pretty close. They should. You need like if you want a series to have consistency. I mean, if you're episodic, it doesn't matter as long as it doesn't rely on the previous episodes, like Strange New Worlds has. You can you can watch the episode 3 of Strange New Worlds, and you don't have you're not missing context except who the characters are. Like that's the way Star Trek should be. It shouldn't be like. I mean, there should be like part 1, part 2, part 3 maybes. Like I'm fine with that. They did that in Deep Space Nine a lot. There was continuations, etc. But it was just timeline going forward and a new thing happening. So life went on, and it wasn't about one guy or this thing. It was just overall story development. You needed a head writer that keeps everything canon and in spec and keeps the other writers in check. They can't just be like everyone has their own major, twist on it. Mad Duck says, after 70 hours a week, I wound up working 12 hours Thursday at a church to gut their sound system and stage, then 14 hours on Friday. It took all that to make it so they could have church this morning. Even though the manufacturer gears didn't work out the box, we got them up and running, calibrated, and had a blast. They were all great fun. They had to test the live stream system, keyboard player, and was playing. I had to ramble into the mic. Dude, you fucking saved a sermon. That's awesome. I'm not a religious guy, but I support anyone who finds their value in religion, and helping people in general is just a solid move. If a church was like, hey, we saw you fix people's computers, we're having trouble with this, I would be like, no, because I'm an atheist. It's like I'm not an atheist. But just let people be happy. Let them have purpose.
Yeah.
Don't get in the way of something that makes them happy or gives them life. They're not hurting you. And if they do hurt you, then it doesn't matter who they are. They're still terrible people. Hell yeah. Good job.
a chess club that things happen for. Say thank you.
Yeah, St. Louis Chess Club for no apparent reason, for no reason at all.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Freaking.
Just always, it's good a lesson that we all drop the ball, but always say thank you.
We just didn't give enough money. They only recognize people who've donated like tens or thousands or more.
Legally, though, there wasn't even a tax receipt, and that is concerning.
Oh, I can't really comment on that. I don't know that part of it.
You know what? Considering that is deeper, I'm going to say I know nothing. I'm Canadian.
You don't know nothing. You're Canadian.
Huh, not accountant.
Damn, this is coming out nice. The wheels.
But there have been so many, since we're on the positive side of things, a lot of positive things that have been done and thanked by the BPL, as well as WBPL 76. And it's good to be a part of that.
It really has let a lot of people have. It was good because at the end of the day, it gave some people something new to work on, something to look forward to. A lot of people need that distraction and set personal goals. And when people saw that they can, it didn't have to be their own channel. They weren't alone. They didn't have to make it all up themselves. Like we hold classes for DaVinci and like video editing software. We help you set up. Yeah, Bowser has.
That's awesome.
Bowser's been hosting.
Yeah.
Bowser's a monster. If you ever see Bowser, make sure to tell him how much you appreciate him. He hates the praise, but he deserves to hear it. He hosts class to teach people how to use editing software, how to set up OBS correctly, to do cool scene stuff that he's always learning himself. He is such a good guy. Just the top tier. Like I always keep saying, if I had 10 Bowsers, we'd be the top stream on Twitch. Guaranteed it, because there's so much passion, energy, and creativity in that guy. It blows my mind. He's working on Shakespeare, a radio drama, and a game show all at the same time with multiple groups of people, just chugging away. I'm trying to make sure he's not burning out. I'm trying to help him best I can, but that guy is going nuts. You're gonna really love some of the stuff too. Oh, Crow's been insane. Like, I mean, he hasn't really done a lot on the WPL front for a little bit because he has Kirsty Flush. He's dealing with his own things.
He's on contract for that.
He's on contract. He has other jobs, so we're not going to abuse our editors. If he offers, we accept and we give him what we need, and he gives back. And sometimes we'll help him best we can. But overall, like Bowser's just been on it. He is a good advisor. He's a hey, quick question. Hey, how do you do this? Hey, what do you recommend for this type of guy? Always there to answer your questions. Always positive. Always helpful. Unless he's playing an asshole in Traveler, and he's just constantly screaming at Psydoc here. What do you mean? What do I got to do with that?
Oh yeah, Carlos.
Why do I gotta talk to him? Yeah, Carlos.
Because I delight in your suffering, Carlos.
Mustache twitch.
Mustache twitch. Screaming in the bathroom.
I love that.
You guys have all kind of supported it. And, God, it is hard to be a leader.
Be a leader?
But be a leader in, like, D&D games. It's not easy.
There's a personality type that it usually comes in more in line with. But I think everyone getting a chance to be that, because I did it with Delta Green, with Leo, and then when Leo melted into a Vine, like an old app Vine video, and came back Alex Jones if he was a Marine.
I really liked that character.
He was fun. I can't believe that Frank just straight up had me killing people though. I was like, what? This is Pizzarelli's? Okay, we just do what we're told.
Oh God, his family, yeah.
Oh man, he did not get off good.
I tried my best to screw you over, but you did the right thing.
I'm pretty sure. Like, no, deputy has told me like I got caught unfortunately in there, and I wasn't doing anything besides getting put down in a few days. I did not escape. I did not roll good enough.
Aw.
No, he said none of us did. Even your
No, I got gunned down by the
Delta
Or
Green.
was it like some Cholo hitman or something?
Yep.
I don't know if that's offensive.
And then
I
your
apologize.
your guy was the one that got the jaw blown off.
Oh yeah, he
straight
probably
up
got
said
smothered in a hospital.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was like, he made sure none of us in Delta Green, no one really walks out alive.
If I got shot in the head and I was just babbling, like just babbling in no sense, maybe, but no.
Let's see. That's why I found Battlestar Galactica reboot so disarming and poor character development for different elements. Yeah, Battlestar reboot was great until they ran out of their own plot. Urban legend. All right, so Edek wasn't quite done, so he says.
What?
The keyboard player was playing along, and I made up whatever. Coming up here, we have Nickel painting hour, where we will be unveiling our blueprints for a Bible-themed park on the moon. While all in the keyboard player was laughing his butt off, someone asked me to read a Burrito Wars of 2032, so I started reading and I heard the booth, "Oh no, people are tuning in!" And then I realized that the church congregation saw the test go live and heard me rambling. I also told them all to tune into WBPL 76. Well, if any of you are from the church that Man Duck was talking about, welcome to WBPL 76.
God.
The Knife Fight City wiki is really taking off. I'm not part of the Knife Fight City thing. I don't like the idea of us making up just like, oh yeah, this was totally a knife. I am a person who likes action. I want them to make the make the real Knife Fight City. If they can do a 2.5 hour documentary on BattleTech, you can guarantee that they could put together a B, or even like probably with their stuff probably more, but like a B level movie, and just do Knife Fight City for real. Mike's done plenty of acting stuff. If you ever check his old YouTube, you find him doing like,
They are funny.
"Hey Kevin," and he just explodes. Like, they do a lot of fun comedy skits. I think they can make Knife Fight City a real thing with like their skill set at this point. So I'm not okay with like, oh yeah, Knife Fight City 7, Made in Heaven, coming third, like came out in this date, but the tapes
It needs
were
to come
destroyed.
out. Yeah.
Like, make it. I don't want fake wiki. I want to see the real one. Let's see. Norseman says, "Oh yeah, you guys were setting up another podcast for tabletop games, the being Star Trek and Resident Evil. You still plugging away at that? I can't talk about it until it's finished thing." I don't know. There was so many changes recently with Mike and Tex and the whole like not dynamic, but the group and their direction on stuff, that we need to find people who are consistently able to record a decent audio podcast to do that. I wanted to do a new systems, like I actually want to see if Will would do it, because that'd be really cool. He's way better than me. Because I was considering doing it, but I realized I don't have the skill set to like learn a new system every month and then make it enjoyable, because I'm like way too, oh no, if I screw up I'm self-conscious and I make poor decisions. But we got to find someone in the Legion that's like really cool and open with the idea of like learning a new system like once a month and just running it for a random group of BPL members once a month on WBPL as like special airing. I think that'd be really cool to learn new systems that way.
The last thing
Will the Great. I'm talking about you.
Yeah. The last thing we want to do is to have always the same cast over and over and over. I mean, they're not saying anyone's bad or that, and I've had a lot of great fun, but I want other really good players to be involved. It's not just me doing some weird character.
Yeah.
Or Digs. Or it's like, there's so many good, talented people. Like, hey, you get your shot. Go for it.
Exactly. And the Legion
Hell,
has
I'm
a lot
planning
of
something
people.
too.
I know. I'm not part of it.
I haven't invited anybody yet.
That's right, you haven't.
And no. The general policy is, and I think that is for everything, if the person has DM'd for you before and has consistency, they get first crack at it.
Hey, crack at it.
No, I mean,
What
that's
are we
it.
missing?
I don't know.
Okay, let's see. There's some big posts here. We got Notorious Ben said, "Oh yeah, what you guys were saying about okay." Gidzabuki says, "How do I just broke his name? Gek is in.
That's a Buki now.
Genzambu. I don't fancy positive stories, but after being warned from work, I'm slowly trying to get back in the flow of hobbies after jumping into college work. Been starting up reading for pleasure again after years not doing it. Found small used bookstore and grabbed another noted author copy of first 3 Dragonlance books. Awesome. My girlfriend loves the Dragonlance books. Looking forward to Traveler and Dark Heresy games. Yeah, those are Traveler that's going very slow. The Dark Heresy has been finished. My entire spiel is I'm mad, a bit lonely, applies for nothing. Haha. The BPL needs to do a being John Malkovich style tape of RP6 play controlling one character. I think that's like everyone is John or something like that.
Yes.
I think we're using that old D&D movies for Night Fight Cities. Game Group had the problem of multiple systems. We had sci-fi games, Star Trek games, Star Wars game, Final Fantasy game, different rules every week. We started switching Savage World. Yeah, I mean, trying new thing is great. Like, I want to try for a while there, I was like a forever DM. I couldn't get a game to get into except like one game a week, and I was running like 5. So I started cutting them out to the point now I'm just running one single game. That's all I do now. I gave up pretty much everything because I wanted to kind of cut back and get some more time for myself because I realized I was abusing my free time. And you want to be able to enjoy your free time. All right, cool. Coal cart door hinge. So the coal cart door hinge.
One of these. Okay. I got the hinge. Piston rod.
Piston rod. Where's
so it's one of these.
So it's one of these. There it is.
The coupling rod. You got it?
Should. There we go.
Yeah. Choo choo.
Beautiful.
I do love the look of this.
This came out great. Of course, I was saying I look forward to BPL game shenanigans you all get up to. It doesn't have to be Crow DMC all the time, the same players. Since Dark Heresy, I've died laughing hearing bits and pieces. Yeah, text run that one. It was really solid. A lot of the time, it was his first time DMing in a while, so he had trouble with the power curves. It's really quickly makes your characters really powerful, but then you get worried putting up too much stuff against them because you don't want them to get slaughtered, I guess. So like finding that balance is pretty hard, and he was able to do it pretty easily. Although a lot of the times I felt like we could just fix most problems with single actions, which were fun, but there were some really good moments, but man.
Digs.
What? Setting up the pole.
Sorry. Oh, no. You gotta come over and see this cactus. It's kind of weird. I found our water supply.
Oh my god. This whole time it was this cactus.
Yeah, it's been this cactus the entire time.
The endless water. This whole thing used to be an ocean until we started power washing with it.
Probably. Okay, I have to actually get up and... Hey, actual water.
Has that been 2 hours already? Oh, man. Yeah, we started an hour late. Yeah, sorry, guys. I didn't start an hour late so we can extend it an hour because Psydoc has things to do on Monday. So we'll be calling it here.
Actually have tomorrow off. So if you'd like to continue, I'm happy to.
I have nothing but free time right now. I'm all for it. I didn't expect to go the extra hour, so I just looked over at time and realized.
No, I just got to move up and move my legs.
Yeah, get up, do your stretches. We'll do stretches. We'll hydrate really quick and take a little bit intermission. I'll do some Tom commercials and we'll be back.
Why Tom?
Hey there, folks. It's me, Tom Tombadil of Wide Tom's Bean House. Come on down and try our never-ending bucket of beans. Only $14.99. I've got beans coming out the wazoo. We got bean salad, pork and beans, 3-bean casserole, jelly beans. But if beans aren't your fancy, we've got a full burger bar. Help yourself. Just $14.95 plus tax. Wide Tom's Bean House has a big old burger bar just for you. In addition to the burger bar, we also have a full liquor bar, as well as sports playing on every TV. Call toll-free at 888-WIDE-TOM to book your reservation at a restaurant near you today.
Tonight, only on WBPL 76, 1.5 digs.
Not again.
Follow Tom Tomadil, Digs, and their loving son on all of their wacky adventures. Whoa!
I think you were supposed to turn left back there, you nitwit.
Oh, can it, woman? I know where I'm going.
Join us tonight only on WBPL 76 after the stream.
And welcome back. Psydoc isn't quite back yet, but I figured we can go into the gnome fountain, which clearly is the winner. What is this? Bigfoot strikes again. Not again. Wow, this really is a big old gnome fountain. Sweet boy. Well, thanks everyone for sharing your good days and good weeks and some positivity today. It's been good on most cases. No issues. We'll keep you updated when it comes to the auxiliary Discord, if that ends up becoming an idea. Maybe we'll allow some legionnaires to like volunteer to watch over it as well if they'd like. They give us the like second most powerful one. I can't even get like this spray off. Gotta go to the circle, blast it like that. Yeah, get that. There we go. A lot of buildup. Get this little teeny, not very powerful outer wall gnome. Sorry about the quietness, guys. Just kind of zoning out a bit to the lo-fi. Just enjoying the weekend. I'm gonna take a moment while he's AFK to like show you a piece of art. My partner just finished making this funny little thing on her iPad. See if it'll work. Never works right. Save image. We didn't realize how big the image was.
It's big.
Where is it? Just one sec, folks. We're gonna pull up this picture she just finished. Check out that bear. What do you think, guys? A little bit of a honey witch bear with a whole bunch of magical bees floating around. Bear wizard, that's a chunky bear. The bear, hex yeah. I know it came out really good, right? Magic bear. Magic bear.
G-Bear.
The witchy bear. It does need to be on it. A very Discworld. Yeah, you're up there. Alright, so we get back to cleaning. Wait while Psydoc still stretches his legs a bit. We'll just be using our very low powered washer to clean all the little decorations. I like when I'm cleaning shiny things. No, my birthday is in March. Every day's Dig's birthday thing is probably a year one Legion joke. I don't remember why it started, but somebody said, no, it's Dig's birthday. It's like, no, his birthday was thing, and then everyone didn't know, so they just said every day is Dig's birthday, and then suddenly now that's the joke again. In the Legion, it's mostly died, except a handful of very zealous people, but on on WBPL 76 it's a new joke, and I see it all the time. Shiny and chrome. Oh yeah, my birthday's on the 25th too. Heck yeah, man. Glad we share birthdays. We're just coming in June. You won't see me online. Hey, Cake Boss. How you doing, buddy? You know, just doing the basic Powerwash Sim. You know, if you've just been lurking, but you had a pretty good week or day or something good happened, let us know, man. I mean, you can lurk and still let us know. We like to hear... Oh, my kitty's meow meowing. Ooh. Portello's. Yeah, Gummy just finished making some chocolate cake. I'm going to have that right after I finish dinner, and I'll have dinner right after I finish the stream. I don't know how long Psydoc plans on being, but like I said, I'm just gonna slowly work on the little details so we can mass wash later. And hopefully when he gets back, we could finish up this fountain. This is a pretty decent sized thing. This might take the rest of our time. We'll see how it goes. My week's been pretty uneventful, but I finally got around to drawing up some unique pieces of dock over Fallout. Heck yeah, man. Well, hopefully it's a good time. I know you've been lurking for a bit, but if you didn't hear, there's a pretty decent opportunity, or pretty decent chance that we might open up a semi-public, like not full public, not like everyone send this out to your friends, but people who watch the stream. Like, we won't have it in a bout or anything. Probably for an experiment, we'll probably just give out like one invite code per stream and just have it like last maybe that day or a week, and then just see how people kind of trickle in there, and maybe we get some tabletop games with some events going on there, something to like help the channel or something we can show off here, you know, that kind of thing. Oh, thank you for following, Mr. Fez. Fez is a very fun game. And if you're talking about the hat Fez, well, if you got the ability to shine it, if you can pull it off, then heck yeah. I cannot. I'm a Hamburg type of guy. Personally detest getting gifts on my birthday. So I think there's a lot of my people I mean, I have a lot of friends who hate getting gifts, but it's not really about, you know, getting gifts. It's about being reminded that you care enough to think about getting gifts for. Like, I'd rather people send me a gift and I can be like, haha, no thanks, than just straight out deny any kind of like. Some people, you know, I know it's going to be weird to say, but some people do have a time with showing they care with, you know, value or gifts, and I don't want to like make them feel bad because they want to do something nice for me. Hey, Psydoc's back. Look at him go.
Hello.
Still have but I'd love to do it. Nice. This is a weird one. They gave us really weak power wash.
Yes, and a very limited supply of soap, too.
Dang it.
Did you find the gnome?
No, I haven't found the real gnome. Oh, there he is. He's over there on the hot dog stand.
Oh,
Where
yep.
He's like, yeah, you better clean those. The more you clean those, the more power he gets.
Probably. Oh god, is there no ladder or anything either?
Oh, there are. One of the directions has a ladder. Yeah, there it is.
Ah, good.
There you go.
Okay.
Up you go. I wasn't gonna move with it. I was just seeing if there was a way up. Yep, that's how you get up. Oh, that the king gnome is up here. His nice crown.
Does?
It was a super chill. You know what? Yeah.
You have to be. Super.
That's exactly what this place is for. Super chill and comfy streams. End of your weekend.
Yeah.
Enjoy some relaxing music with a couple of pretty cool dudes. Cleaning gnome butts. So upset that Zenith isn't here to watch us like clean up all these gnomes. She's a big fan of gnomes.
She loves gnomes.
Nothing more in the entire fantasy genre that she loves more than gnomes. She hasn't been feeling terribly good, and she's been playing different games than the Legion was playing recently, so she goes on little hiatuses here and there. But hopefully she's feeling better and getting better. She checks in though. She's send out positive vibes for Cena.
Positive vibes.
We need some positive vibes for these rainy days.
No.
No.
Is there any word on any more from Wide Tom Beanhouse? New commercials?
I haven't really been pushing him because he did those so fast. I'm trying not to like
Fair.
burn him out. I did try to like use his commercials to entice other people to make weird commercials. I know Thorax has been wanting to do something with the WPL, even though he's not in it. He keeps messaging me, "Hey, so about that idea, I want to make a commercial that's just like someone clicking through old like clicker channels, like on an old '80s TV,
Sure.
where it's like static, and then it would go into like a moment of some kind of video, but then like it'd be some short, weird, funny, or random clip. Like,
Totally.
you accept my batch, I'll say what? And then it would just go to a next channel, static, into another thing, like Goku getting beat up. But one, I don't know how to edit very well. Two, I think all my ideas are stupid. And then on top of that, I got to teach myself that. But Bowser's there, and I don't want to ask Bowser for any more work because he does enough work. I'm not going to ask him to do stuff for me, so I got to learn it myself. and I want to make it funny, enjoyable, so it could be like a nice little. I mean, it's not as cool as the 80s and 90s commercial Strikers put up, but those are like kind of pre-made. But he times those things perfectly. Just hire Thorax, pay him in cheese. I would. I can do that. You did say you wanted art. Technically, his stuff is art. We can have a budget for that. He definitely wants to. I think he was supposed to go live at 10, doing some. Actually, I forget what he was going to play. Might be some more Doom mods. He does love his Doom mods. Like older Doom mods. Like one of them is like it's just drop kicking constantly. There's one where you get a knife and a fork and just eat your enemies.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. They do so much cool stuff with Doom. How you doing, Tex? Good to see you. Usually not up this late.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. What you have to understand is no.
Yes, the classic text line. Well, the thing you have to understand is, because he's a great teacher. Or at least great at getting his information across. There's a skill set to be able to explain something once and have you understand it, than just point blank information at you and hope you retain it.
True.
Kai, good to see you.
Hello.
Oh, she was talking about those shoes. Oh no.
Them beans.
I misclicked and there was a booby streamer. That's very easy on Twitch. Very easy to get the booby streamers on Twitch if you misclick.
It's almost harder not to. Not quite, but.
You know, they get their views the way they get views. We get our views.
They do whatever they want. I'm
yeah.
not here to judge.
They can. I enjoy a good view, and if they're entertaining, that's even that much better.
Yep. I think that people have the right to do what they want as long as it doesn't hurt others.
All this is this lady with her bazombas out. She was talking about shoes. Good to see you. So apparently you have
so much algae.
a lot of algae. Ah! Upper basin edge. Well, so everything up here is done, so now it is being underneath. Oh, we got some graffiti in here.
Sweet Lord. I wish they would have given us the better one.
Yeah, this will be a little bit. This is going to be the ones where you have to go to like the full-on pulse spinning one in some corners. I mean, you could just use like the super zoomed in one and just get like high close-up blast from a distance.
Nah. We'll get there.
Oh no, I clicked away. It was offensive. It was like static.
Give me the before some fucking mass. I will. Be tossed in a fucking hole.
And drift away.
Texas bread golly. Do what you want. Have fun.
So, Tex, I was telling these people about the idea we keep bouncing around about the auxiliary BPL Discord idea, kind of like the playground. I think I'm going to bring it up in mod chat and see if anyone's approved it. Like I said, my only hang up on the idea is just like split time between two Discords, but at the same time, it's like we could even see if any of our basic members would like to help keep it under control over there. Maybe
The
some
basic members. Basic.
Well, I mean, there's
I know what
Legionnaires,
you're
and then
saying.
there is the better versions, which is
Everyone weren't currently watching the channel.
Everyone currently watches the channel. That's right. Good chilling. Good
Yeah,
chilling.
hey, I can chill. Hey.
It would be interesting, however, text here with the words. I would institute a firing squad policy. Oh, hell yeah. I wouldn't. I even told him, like, if it ever got out of control, I would just delete it. Nuclear option, go back to hanging out in Twitch chat. That's pretty much the end of it. I'm not afraid.
I would almost want the name to be not directly affiliated with the BPL.
No, it would be W. The courtesy lobby. I don't know. We'll figure something out. The name doesn't matter. It'll be as tied in as any public Discord that's tied to a Twitch channel. Or
The
multiple
real
Twitch channels.
BPL.
The real.
Oh god, just make a fake rivalry like somebody else is making the channel.
Like yeah. No, go here, guys. We'll probably put, if it does get approved by the other members, which that's how we do things. Maybe we'll have the Panstrad, if Will's still out there, we'll have the Panstrad discuss if we should have an auxiliary BPL. It'll only take another month or every a couple of weeks to get them debating.
Add a number to it. BPL2. KBPL?
I did steal that name. Because everyone's like, well, it's WBPL for one side of the country, KBPL for the other side. I'm like,
Oh, is it really?
yeah, that's like how the TV channels were. So I was like, well, I better go grab KBPL. So I own if this thing ever gets so busy or popular that we need a second channel, at least we have KBPL ready. But that'd be so insane. I'd rather start saying, like, hey guys, everyone only streams every other week. I'd rather do that than open up a second channel to have to deal with. Because I don't want to split people's attention. Like, it's already the fact that we have millions, probably not, tens of thousands of streamers all streaming the same 50 games, and then like another couple thousand that are playing unique games that can barely get a viewer or two. We're lucky to have this amount. The worst we could do is be like, you know what? We should also compete against ourselves. That would be fun. The Ocho, that's actually really funny. Where's that? I heard that before. Was there a channel that got named themselves the Ocho? Because it sounds familiar.
God, I would love it if somebody did like a morning,
Morning show?
like a morning show.
Just like a quick rundown of the news.
Yeah. But not really relevant news.
Yeah, like
Just BPL level news.
new Guinness record sets.
Hell yeah. The largest ball of twine rolled away.
It's from the Dodgeball movie, The Ocho. I think that's the Ben Stiller's group. Yes, The Ocho. Digs and name it like a Chinese restaurant. Black Fence Legion #2.
Number 1 super rocket.
If we get to that point, like I said, I think it'll be a fun experiment, and it'd be nice to actually not rely on an interview to meet and get to know people, but at the same time, it's like, as my experience of most public discords, letting a couple of shit people in tends to make shitty time, and then we'd have to nuke it. But maybe we'll meet some good people along the way, or we'll find
Dump
a
some
way.
chlorine into the pool.
Well, there's like shock that you can destroy all the algae in a pool within like a day. But yeah, chlorine, definitely a way to deal with it. Today in news, runaway panda given sombrero, smuggled in a noodle shop, authorities concerned.
Authorities not concerned. Found cute.
The Ocho.
Broadcasted live
From Floston Paradise.
Broadcasted live from a constantly moving radio signal.
Pirate radio, but it's in a van.
Exactly. From a van parked currently in front of a Denny's.
Which Denny's? Up to you, coppers. Anyways, going on with the news. Wait, was that Morse code? The intro stuff?
I mean, it might have actually had a signal, but I thought it was just like referring to like news tickers and ticker tape.
Ah, yeah.
I mean, knowing text, you probably would turn it into some variant of code.
BPL public server Ringo's Fiesta Pale theme. BPL is parliamentary monarchy, given all options where people enforce, no idea why. It just is. Yeah. We have a monarchy, but the monarch doesn't want to make any decisions. So it's like, hey, people,
Fair.
what do you like? And then the people say what they like, and we do that.
Well, yeah.
I mean, if it's a good idea.
Oh, I mean, yeah. It's very much an oligarchy in that way.
Yep, I have all the oil, so I'm oligarchy.
That's an oligarchy.
Yeah, that's what you said. Oligarchy.
Oligarchy. That is okay to support that. Yeah. Wait, is that Will's? Oh, for God's sakes. Stop being so Canadian.
Will is I think he's the Panstrad member. Tex was talking about the Panstrad today and using them in more capacity. That'll also have to be developed over time.
I want to hear traffic with Newt.
I don't drive, so I don't know why they keep crashing, but maybe they can stop running into each other.
Aww. The car went by and went, aww. What grinds my gears with splatter?
Spar, take care, man. Have a good night. Hope you have a good week. We'll see you next week.
Take care, bud. Have a good week. The wind down hour with Tex.
You know, Tex is a very chill guy to talk to most of the time. If he's not hyped up or super caffeinated, you can have like a 10-hour long conversation with that guy and it'll feel like a 3-hour long conversation. And you'll learn more than you thought you would think you would know about random stuff like how militaries waste their budget really fast for no reason on bad deals.
All about the inner workings of a jukebox.
Does he know about that?
Yeah. Or their manufacturing and how it relates to certain things. It's like, huh, I never thought of that link.
Interesting. Is there a traffic reporter on the BPL? No, but we'll probably just have Stryker do it. It's easier that way.
He's the on the scene reporter.
I think, yeah, because the last on-scene reporter during the first debates crashed, so we lost our only other. It died in the helicopter crash.
Yeah,
So now we
dropped
have-
frozen turkeys.
Yep.
Actually, no, live turkeys that I thought they could fly. I'd say I'd have a DJ, but that would be then we'd have to license music. Yeah, not going to happen unless you want to license or not, like just do all goat stuff. Or Jekyll's Gun Cargo.
Gun cargo.
All right, we only got one more song. Gun Cargo. Play it again.
Cargo.
Gun Cargo. Just progressively going more insane because that's the
Aw.
only song you can play. Aww.
Zenith is listening. She sent me
Oh,
a
hi,
night-
Zenith. I hope you're feeling
I
better.
don't think she's trying to be active. She sent me a private message giving
Oh.
Pooh a little hug. So I hope you're feeling better, Zenith. I know it's been a rough couple weeks, but we're gonna get through this. It's gonna be fine.
Beaneth. Yes.
Bean.
What else? Pat's being better. Demon version of Garfield. Oh, God.
Or Gorefield.
Oh, yeah.
You don't want to mess with Gorefield. Why does it look like blood was in here? Doesn't this look like a lot of blood?
It really
what did
does.
those
I like
gnomes do, man?
how they call it algae. It's just like, yeah, we do have. Yeah.
I mean, I would also classify this as algae if the cops were asking. There is an FBI van right over there that is watching us clean it.
How did the algae get all the way to the... I know algae's quite effective, but...
Pet?
Let him
I
play.
don't have my cat next to me, unfortunately. I can't pet, but I will pet after the stream.
Aw.
Although I could use a hydrate. Use those points, save our lives. How's your hot chocolate come out?
Oh, good. I like
How do you make it? Like, do you use a certain mix?
I use a Carnation Instant Mix.
I'm a Swiss Miss guy, but we recently tried like a Nestle something. It was pretty okay. Or I take just Hershey's chocolate syrup, which is not chocolate, and put it in milk and then microwave it till it's all frothy. Then that's actually pretty solid hot chocolate.
Huh.
Whoa.
What's up?
What did
What-
can
what
you
the-
translate what
Oh,
Tex just
it's-
said? It's lead speak. I'm out of practice with lead speak.
No, that is...
There are these are
Oh, it's one of his codes.
no, it says these are damn it. I'm so out of practice with lead speak. Thank you, Rue. We're gonna drink now.
Drinking. I still think a game show would be fun. Hosted by Tom Tombadale.
Stevie, thanks for coming out, man. Hope you
Yes,
sleep
welcome.
well. Hope you have a good week. Hope we'll see you next week and during the week. Man, I gotta think of a game for random roguelikes. I did not do well with Tunic. I don't think anyone enjoyed me dying repeatedly, doing all the wrong things in that game.
Streets of Rogue.
Streets of Rogue is fun, but I need up to 1 to 3 other people that.
I'll play it with you.
What? You? Me? That's
Yeah,
crazy.
what?
On a
I like,
Tuesday?
we've never... Oh, that's...
On a Tuesday at, I think it's 5 EST.
Oh. Yeah,
So 4 your time?
rarely will I be home at that time.
Yeah.
So,
I'm pretty sure I would have tapped you already because I try to get new people on there every week. Sometimes I realize like I didn't really plan it out. Somebody in the Legion, I don't remember who I was talking to, and I feel so bad. There's someone in the Legion was like, hey, For the King is free on Epic, which I already had it on Steam. He was like, hey, if you want to do random roguelikes, that's a roguelike that's up to 3 people. And I'm like, oh yeah, hell yeah, we'll do that. We'll grab one more. We'll get to it. Completely forgot who I was talking to. I cannot find who sent me, like told me to go pick it up on Epic or a third person. So now I want to do For the King with a couple people, but I don't know who the hell to play with. I don't want to play with someone who knows, like I like to play games with people who haven't like mastered or beat it or did awesome stuff, because then you get constantly just told what to do. And anyone who's played Terraria with me knows that the quickest way to make me lose interest in the game is do everything for me.
yeah,
Like
no
let me
rushing to
let
beat
me
the Ender
grind,
Dragon.
let me do my own thing. Don't come into like in Diablo and be like, here's all the good gear. It's like I could have learned the game trying to get that gear, and now I have gear I don't know what it does. I just know it's good.
It's like giving a fancy car to a person just learning how to drive. They have to learn.
Starts the brain. Best objective I had was a single brick of dark chocolate and a chunk of semi-sweet baking, melting into some milk and mixing it. You know what?
Interesting.
That's a confectioner's hot chocolate for sure.
Hey Tex, how do you well, I mean, when you
I
used to
know
have,
how he
when you
does.
used to have sugar.
Tex made me hot chocolate twice so far. It is heavy. I believe it's heavy whipping cream and actual milk chocolate. And it's so thick that as you're drinking it, you're like, wow, this is delicious. You actually feel your body start chugging. Like if you put the wrong type of gas in the vehicle, you're like, okay.
Ah, yeah, it's like a quart. Yeah, okay. So Tex today asked me to think about, just randomly, funny medical disorders of the future.
Oh yeah, I did mention on the random roguelikes that we were working on a SS13 server.
Oh, okay, so you did mention. I didn't want to.
Yeah. I said BPL 13 is in development. We don't know what we're gonna do with it right now. It's just reimagining the SS13 and the visions and memories that come from when Tex was doing it, and a whole bunch of people that had like time back then. And he's just reimagining his like 80s retro futuristic tech, which is like, you know, cassette tapes and data tapes. And he was asking Psydoc, what are some weird medical conditions we can include in, you know, the medical side of SS13? Did you think? And you thought of a few, didn't you?
Yeah, I got several. One that basically everybody turns into Tom. It's like the bean virus.
So they become a blonde, overweight guy who's just constantly
With
smoking
seizures?
and having seizures. Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, that is one. There's also the idea of going out into space and instead of just immediately imploding, is that your head just expands? You just have a really big head.
For a while, or does it explode over time? We'll see about it.
I like the idea that you have to like big bloaty head from Theme Hospital. Like you have to have somebody actually frequently take a syringe and unfill your head, otherwise it does pop.
Like put a empty IV bag on it and just watch it fill up the IV bag over time.
Yeah, exactly. Or, yeah, it just has to. Otherwise,
And it's called like explosion juice from Duncan Fisher's D&D stuff.
Sure.
Don't get that explosion juice on you; it'll make you explode.
Like when he first asked, I was like, what are disorders that are kind of amusing? I was like, well, okay, there are some that are kind of interesting in fact, but
And by the way, if you guys kind of joined us late, you'll have a special surprise on the 100th episode of the Black Pants Legion. It's a podcast, which if you haven't been listening to and you do like podcasts, I highly recommend checking it out. It's on Anchor at Black Pants Legion. And you can find it pretty much anywhere you look for Black Pants Legion on any of your podcasting apps. But number 100 special because Tex approached me and he asked me, hey, I think it'd be really funny. I ended up being Polish's idea originally. I think I got from Mike. But he's like, why don't you just have a podcast without Tex? So it's like, okay. And Tex asked me, hey, you were on the first episode. Would you like to do the 100th episode without Goat, Mike, or me? And I'm like, oh, so just pop up and be like, hey, this is Black Pants Legion. This is Digs with Hands of Black Pants Legion. Decided to grab an array of people that aren't usually, I mean, they have been on the podcast before, but at different times. So I picked Tom Tomabill because he's a funny and awesome and really cool guy, and Deputy because I needed someone that had a brain. And we did a traditional podcast episode, best we can, in the style of Black Pants Legion, where we took questions and talked about bubblegum and top 5 lists because Tex loves those. And
does he?
no, he hates those.
I was about to say, it's like, wow.
Well, that was the whole thing, because the guy's like, here's a top 5 list of the top 5 things that Tex hates, and then it said top 5 list, and then the minute ran out. I was like, all right, let's do a top 5 of gum, because Tom loves bubble gum. So I was like, all right, give us the top 5 bubble gums. So we went through and talked about our couple gums we liked. We failed to answer a whole bunch of questions. We thought we answered some questions, and overall it was a good time. Hopefully it's not too big of a detriment against the Black Pants Legion's integrity, considering I was on the first one, Tom's been on a few since then, I've been on a few since then, and Deputy was the last guy on the podcast, which I was like, so we have the past, present, and future right here. So I decided to grab those 3 because it made sense to have someone in the middle, someone in the beginning, and some in the end.
And a mayor.
And the mayor. Yeah, I did bring up the fact that he was the mayor. I screwed up a few times. He wasn't the first mayor, but he was the best mayor, in my opinion. Stagger was the only one that ever fulfilled like a mayoral promise, though, and that's getting his glasses, which jump-started his entire life into who he is today.
Yeah, I brought it up. It's always good to see.
And now he's working way too much. And he was just saying, it's like, haha, no more shitty shifts and all this stuff. It's going to be good from here on out. And it's like, welcome to the new job. Here's worse shifts. Here's more hours. You have a good night, Super Chief. Take care.
Take care, Super Chief.
Everyone's going to be slowly going to bed at this point. This is we're going into overtime, aren't we? Yeah, this is the last. Usually we'd be ending 19 minutes ago, but we are going a little bit longer because we delayed because it was a long day in my chair. When we played Traveler, we needed some time up. And so we started an hour late. I didn't expect to go the full 3 hours, but found out that Psydoc has tomorrow off, and so do I. So we're going until a bit later than normal. So if some of you start going to bed or having stuff to do tomorrow, don't feel bad. Say goodnight. Hope you all have a wonderful week and have something really cool to share with us next week on the Weekend's End. I don't know how much. I mean, I'm not sure when this game's supposed to come out. I'm pretty sure we're running out of missions now. I think we have one more after this for real. And then we have something different that's totally relaxing and easy for the stream. It's probably not even a really good stream game when I think about it, but I don't know. We're gonna try.
Depends on how many times we mess up.
We can't mess up. We got the Legion. The Legion won't miss anything. the Auxiliary Legion here. Have a good night, Square. Thank you for coming out.
Yes, take care.
What do you got darn in it, Cookie? A cookie. Coo with a long U. Cookie.
Ooh.
It's not our kooky mama, but our kooky friend, Kooky 2K2. So what might be the BPL God of Cleaning called since Zorg is not involved here? Well, Zorg cleans everything as well, but he leaves nothing behind.
He does the permanent cleaning.
Yeah, he's the ultimate purifier. So we don't really have other gods than Zorg. That's why Zorg, because anything you try to come up is like, oh, what about this? Like, oh, well, Zorg. The Book of Munitions is a holy one. Maybe we're gonna have that published one day. I talked to Tex years and years ago about getting the actual written Book of Zorg printed in like a traditional, fully laminated and foiled, book binded, like a really old, well-made style Bible. That you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
The ones with like
Gutenberg
the full
style.
inland, yeah, and just having it, like have him rewrite it or put it in the correct format because he can do that. He was thinking of printing it in flash paper so you read it, it's just gone. That'd be such a troll move. Yeah, that's classic Tex. But I think it'd be really cool to have him just have an official, big, very well made
RPC.
Book of Zorg.
Actually, it wouldn't be by RPC. It would be just text, right? I don't know if P Checkers has nothing to do with Zorg.
I mean,
or does he say praise Zorg?
Every one of our characters says praise Zorg at some point, but that's not really the cornerstone. That was an Eve thing, I believe. He actually has it pinned in mod chat, the full, very simplified origin of praise Zorg, so you can read it, but we're not sharing it. The Book of Zorg isn't burned to ashes. So, I mean, that's where it is now. That's why there is no Book of Zorg. So very much canon. Canon fodder, canon ash, canon black powder. Yeah, it would be really cool. Because there's some really well-written verses in there. And then there's some like community submitted ones that are kind of iffy. But still good. I should actually start purging that channel. It's been a while since I checked who was last active in the Preachers of Zorg. Well, Mecca. Can't touch Mecca. She's
yeah, but she's the priestess. She has to be monitoring this.
Yeah, but it's Owl that's supposed to be the Pope, right? What's he done?
I don't know. He's an owl.
He is an owl. He's sleeping when I'm awake.
Remember.
He did talk about it on the podcast. Nice.
Friend of P Checkers is a lawyer.
Just strike a match and make it disappear in a flash. Just gone. Yeah, that'd be cool. read it and then say, "You remember that?" And then you just strike it, and it goes. Poof, it's all gone. Oh, Stuka's a good guy. Wait, you didn't hear me say that.
Roger that.
If anyone asks, I want them dead.
I want them dead. I want their families dead. I want them in the ground. I love that line.
Yeah.
Nobody said that.
So how are we doing? We're 45%. We're doing good. Holy crap! This place, like, you don't think, and then you see, and you're like, "Oh, poop! It do be like that."
There's a layer of algae, followed by a layer of moss, and then grime in between. Four dancing. There are 4 lights, and they are dancing. It is the Cookie Bomber.
It is.
Oh, nice. Hey, Cookie. So is flash paper combustible, or?
It instantly, like, essentially vaporizes at the sight of spark or a flame. It's like whoosh. Like, you ever seen a magician with, like,
Yeah.
paper that just flashes away? That's flash paper.
Yep. That sounds pretty dangerous, especially if you have an entire book.
Well, it doesn't burn. It just flashes, so it won't sit there and, like, flash forever.
Just flashbang the person reading it.
Oh, we got a pie-flavored tip from our
Whoa.
Kookie.
Yeah,
Thank you so much. The
Kookie.
Ookie.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
EA Sport. Thank you so much for your donation. It's
Very much so.
never necessary, but always appreciated. Oh god, let's not do that, Ro. I don't need that behind me. I've played enough Delta Green to know where this is going.
Oh yeah.
And the music's got all funky too, so you know what time it is. Welcome to Funky Time Fresh with Cy and Diggs.
I can get Pete to do that. Funky.
Funker.
The Duncan Fisher News Hour. Personally, I would like to see more 80s artwork reviewed by Tex, Mike, and someone else.
That
I
was a really good
really
stream.
fun.
I was having a lot of fun on that Courtesy Flush. Oh no, was Duncan Fisher with that? Was that a video?
He was on one. Yep.
Yeah, that was really fun. Music always tells you what you're up to. Yeah. Low and slow. So I don't know if this is a bug or not, but I put on like the stone cleaning stuff. Oh,
Did
we
you
got
run
a 1982 from Confused One. Thank you so much
Pardon?
for the
Oh
stream.
wow.
What did he say? That was such a Cookie said pie flavored donut, but yeah, my day off tomorrow and I am working Undertale Undying Fight. Ooh, that's a solid one, Cookie.
No, that's the wrong one. That's sad.
I'm waving the flag. It helps to get some help in here. Commentary. Yeah, that is a hell of a fight. One of the better, harder ones in the game. And Confused One says, 40 years and here I am being fooled still to this day. Hopefully another 40 is fooling around in chaos aside of bean. Order bean. We have endless beans. With that payment, we can get you in and tip the waitresses at Tom's Bean House right there.
When did the waitresses start getting?
Wait, do me a favor. Switch to the stone cleaning solution and see if it uses it up, because I'm just using it.
I don't have any.
Oh, I have like stone.
I don't have any.
I have
Not like I have it, but I can't use it.
Why not? You have to
It's
put on the
0
right.
liters.
Oh, you already ran out?
I started off with 0.
That's weird because I have 3 and it's not running out. So I'm just going to abuse it.
Do it.
I'll worry about it when it changes later.
Lasagne.
Lasagna.
I always like that. Extra layers of lasagna, it's still lasagna.
So you could have unlimited layers lasagna. It's
Yep.
always lasagna.
There's no...
But yeah, if you guys are interested, Kuki has been streaming Slay the Spire and Undertale over on his channel. Big supporter of our channel. Would love to see people. I mean, I've actually watched Kai show up over there before. It was really good to see some of the community kind of supporting each other with just, helping them out. I stop in once in a while when when I am hanging out here, or if I'm not watching chat, or if there's enough people, I'll swing over there on my personal account or WPPL. Well, I would just click on Kuki's name and hit go to channel. That's where it's at. As in, unless you mean another channel.
Oh.
Yeah, where I actually saw your idea, Cookie. I really think that would really be fun. What was it?
Dorime.
Cookie is considering doing like a morning stream, I think on Mondays.
Ooh.
And
Texas, so.
He's discovered a whole giant roleplay group of E2 Battletech people. Yeah, nice. Yeah, you can find anything on YouTube. Yeah, but Cookie was considering doing a day stream noon slot, doing stuff like JRPG playthroughs or something. And I'm like, well, hell yeah. Like, you're a wonderful part of the community. I would love you to jump in on this whole thing. You're already our shining star when it comes to the text chat. I mean, we couldn't have asked for a better person to come in and greet people, say thank you, share information. Cookie, just been wonderful addition to all of our streams when you have time.
Agreed. Psydoc's greatest hits.
Psydoc's greatest hits.
Psydoc's greatest hits. Yeah, I have to actually have one hit.
Can I get a hit?
Ah! Literally, the closest I'm gonna get to a hit is actually a contract kill.
Oh no. Yeah, whenever we have time, you're more than welcome to sign into it. Just because it's like, what's funny, guys, everyone in here, is that we already have a pretty decent lineup. From the weekends are fully packed, but we have so many people putting in support, either front or back end, co-hosting or hosting, running games solo or with some people, or swap. Like Maverick has been my boy, and really been kind of pushing the idea of inclusivity. Like me and random, well, because he has BPL After Dark, but he always changes his host. I think Dot got tricked into doing next week as well, which is great because they have a good combination there. But one of the things I want to do is same with Far Back Friday or Faraway Fridays and random roguelikes. Getting new people in on that is a really cool way to kind of showcase the members of the Legion and get them kind of involved. And Maverick kind of led the way with I've been doing it since Roguelike since 1. He's did the same thing on After Dark. A couple people like to keep their set ways, but a lot of the scheduling stuff can be turned into kind of this is just a spooky horror segment, this is a retro game segment, and I think that's really cool because people can come in and play old Mega Man games or Command and Conquer or Diablo. I mean, just pretty much anything chill.
Agreed.
You can rebrand if you want, Cookie. I think you're fine. It's just because someone else has a similar name doesn't mean you're not unique in here. It's no one says Cookie Mama and Cookie are the same. We're just used to calling her Cookie. Yeah, we can work on that. I actually got so full that I missed my own WBPL meeting. There was not a meeting because I was so packed up today with things to do. But yeah, I actually was talking to Parallax, who would like to feature his artist for his avatar on the stream as kind of a card. I think that we might start using more of the bot commands. I added like exclamation point lurk and exclamation point followage to see like how long people have been following, or if they want to lurk, they can kind of say, hey, thanks for lurking. But we can add more commands now. I'm starting to figure out the bot. And if we can get like an exclamation point socials, maybe we can link back to the WBPL.com once we have a website up, and that can have all the socials up. But the actual website I'm going to actually be leaving that in Tex's hand, because Tex has a vision for the kind of website he'd like to have up. And so he needs to find like a legitimate web developer that can give us something. Because we don't want to, if we say, hey, does anyone want to volunteer to do website? It's not really in our best interest, because we want to make sure that somebody is getting paid to make sure this is their job to keep it going and set it up for us. So if any of you know any web developers out there, send in business@wbpl.76.com, or just let us know on Twitter, because we would just really like to have our website. Yeah, website, like you can use Wix and you can use Squarespace and set up like cookie cutter websites, but for the stuff that Tex would like to do with the website as like a community hub, a YouTube kind of alternative to stay in touch just in case anything ever happens, and to have a website that we can throw our socials on and get information out there. Gummy. Oh, is Gummy there? Is she here?
I hear Gummy.
Oh yeah, she likes to sing.
Good for her.
Yeah, we got to figure out something. We got the domain. We have WBPL76.com. So that's probably going to end up being our domain as soon as we but everything in the BPL moves very slow. Like people see, this thing kind of blew up in popularity, but it's still moving very slow. In fact, we haven't even opened WBPL 76 to the Legion yet. People are only able, people have to notice it, join, and then come to us right now with like a proposal of time, space, and what they want to do just to get in on it on the ground floor. As soon as the rule revision is complete by Tex, we plan on releasing a submission form to all Legionnaires saying, hey, if you want to be any part of this, just fill out this application and we'll get you in contact with a manager in time to sit down and get you all set up. And that's when it's going to get real crazy, because we also want to start enforcing a buffer between the streams. I don't like the running streams back to back. I don't want to end Tooch at 8 or at 9 just so we have to start right at 9. Because there was if you guys were here for it, weeks and weeks ago when Tooch started doing his first or second Kingdom Come Deliverance, he ran right into like another person's time slot, and it was during one of the longest, most important cutscenes of Kingdom Come Deliverance.
That shit, yeah.
And it hurt me to have to tell him he had to end it, because I didn't mean to tell him to end it, but I was just letting him know, and he felt bad enough to end it. But I don't want to have that happen. If someone needs to run over 5-10 minutes, I want to have that buffer. So the next revision of the schedule is going to have half hour of downtime. We might come up with a way to have something playing in that downtime, like clips or commercials or something weird, something fun. If we could find out something fun to do with it.
The Tom Cam.
Yeah, we could just have a picture of Tom sitting there with his bright mode on Discord, where he's just constantly blinded by it.
No.
I know, it's terrible.
No, I just love the way he says no. He just has that multi-tonal no.
Yeah. He's pretty great.
When he's in the zone, he's in the zone. AutoZone.
AutoZone. We're not sponsored by AutoZone.
We are not anywhere affiliated to AutoZone.
Although
or Pep Boys.
I do prefer AutoZone to O'Reilly's or Pep Boys, though. But I grew up down the street from an AutoZone. It was location.
Save more money at Menards.
Maybe more money, Monarchs. I don't even know what that's from. Is that Menards?
It's like a Chicago kind of.
Chicago-y.
Chicago. So Chicago, dear, eh? Yeah, no. Yeah, dear bud.
I have an idea. Do a segment of Text Talks Battletech during these half-hour intermission scenes. Oh, we could do that. I mean, that
Oh
would-
yeah, really makes chat.
So
stress
the
out.
only downside is Twitch isn't really set up to be automated. You can like hit a rerun or upload a video that'll last a little bit, but it'll get deleted in like 14 days. So we need to have someone who is legitimately dedicated to going live when there's downtime to just fill up slot, like run stuff. So it would be an actual position.
Program
I mean, you could, but I've never known automation. Like, automation's been beyond my skill set, and we need a programmer who's. No, I don't want to.
I'm just.
I
I'm
don't
just-
like it's like everybody go to Psydoc for every problem. It's like we don't want to burn out the source just because we have it. So we got to be able to find like flexibility within people. Man, this is coming along. So it's considered metal or stone.
I don't know.
It's a little bit of both. I've been
Oh,
working
you were talking
outside
about like
in.
playing the like the previous ones, not asking text to do text talk battle.
Yeah, no.
New one every year. Oh god.
Let's see.
Mike would probably.
I have an idea. Something that.
The computer would light on fire.
Hey, Diggs, did you catch that spider video I DM'd WPL on Twitch? I'll have to check it out. I don't want to. Well, I'll check it out before the end of the stream. I'm not going to stop what I'm doing currently.
Oh, how about
What'd you do?
one of those really bad party line numbers, but you could talk to a real Legionnaire. You get like Chippy talking.
Oh yeah, call-ins.
Yeah, the caller's like the party line is always open at 1-800 BPL or something.
That'd be really. Yeah, it's like it randomly calls people on Discord. It's like, what the? What? I'm playing a game. Don't call me, and they just hang up. The community has attempted to get me to rest for a long time. Yeah, we're not. I'm not having Tex do anything. Like at the end of the day, if Tex has to do anything more than just go live if he wants, not happening. Like this is not. This is a community thing. He's part of the community. He can community with us, but no one's forced to do anything, except Bowser. Bowser has to do everything.
Tex has done his time, so now he gets to let everything catch up and hopefully not like have successive breakdowns because of that.
Exactly.
It's like the progressive like hangovers catching up. I think Archer said it. It's just like I'm worried about that with stress. Like,
I mean, technically he's resting. I mean, Tex is actually probably working. He is. His redacted job has him working all over the redacted world. So he can be up. He might be working right now. He might already be doing something else. He could just not be able to sleep and just want to spend time with the.
He's reading and working.
God, he does so many. He has two eyes. He can do two things at the same time. Do you know that?
You know what? That blows my mind.
I know. I know you're.
I still could beat him on a game of red light, green light, though.
You son of a bitch.
God, that is actually really mean of me.
That is that.
It is.
You just made me go, and then you know who I am.
Seriously?
Well, it's like it's in my head that's considered a disability.
It is, and that's not fair.
So
You're
like
right.
I don't attack people for disabilities. That's a line I don't really.
Whoa!
And it was a joke. It was a joke. It wasn't an attack. But you know what I'm saying. Like I tend to like move away from that topic pretty.
Good call. Good call. That is unfair, and I apologize.
Tex is colorblind people. That's the joke. And so red light, green light. He knows. I mean, the thing is, like, red light, green light's a vocal game. It's not about a sign, so it wouldn't really make sense here. Also, when you learn to drive, you don't really like. You can learn what to look for, unless they. I wonder. Hey, he caught you gray-handed.
Gray-handed.
Fuck yeah. So Tex, and since now that you're in on the joke, and I can now play off it without feeling guilt.
Bullshit.
Do you ever fear when you look at those old street lights that are like on their side instead of up and down? And is that confusing? Or can you usually tell between red, yellow, and blue? Or blue, green? Because like Yeah, you memorize the order, but sometimes I'm going like when I see one of those sideways where like the red, yellow, and green are left to right. I could just see that just being a problem sometimes. You watch traffic patterns. Yeah, I guess. What if you're a? Oh, yeah. That's
You can
a good
also
idea.
time it off of like pedestrian crosswalks in that. There's a signal.
Well, I mean, if I see pedestrians, that's me. It's my time.
No,
to
no,
shine.
not timing it off of pedestrians, but the crosswalk signals.
What is missing? I'm missing something on this surface. Time to make the world glow. Wow, 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 wow. There we go. Fuck, that took forever. Also, if all the cars stop, you should stop. Watch out for another car. If they're in motion, I say in motion. Sometimes a joke's a joke. Sometimes they cut deep, you know? I don't know that fine line because I'm an asshole. Oh, not even a no, you're not. Thanks a lot, Psydoc.
What?
Nothing.
What do I do?
You didn't do anything. That was the problem. Doing great up there, though. I'm hearing dings. I'm hearing dings.
Yep. Oh, I'll happily make fun of my ADHD and dyslexia and all that. Oh, no question.
I'd make fun of it if it wasn't debilitating and ruins parts of my life for the last 36 years.
Yeah.
But I'll never deal with it, so it's not my problem.
It's put some kinks into things. We'll say that. Though it was really interesting when I first found out that people don't actually see little confetti and that sparkling on someone's white paper.
You mean the dancing?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Most people don't have that. I was like, huh, cool.
Yeah, it's cool. It's what you've been paying attention to every time you're looking at paper. That's what you're supposed to look at, right?
A lot of the time it is what it is. I was just like, what? Through comedy, not at the person's expense, we deal with a lot of stuff. But anyway.
Very chill vibe today. Very chill. It's like brake light. It's hilarious. World differently. Some people like Ovaltine, some chocolate milk. Some of us like Yoo-Hoo and Ovaltine and chocolate milk. I like everything. Chocolate
You
is
like
my jam.
Ovaltine?
Dude,
maybe
every
not
morning. Every morning.
Oh, you got good fiber then.
2% milk, some Ovaltine. I add some Marilax to my Ovaltine to help me with that extra fiber. And off I go. And I take all my pills in the morning too. Which I've run out of heart medication, so that's going to be fun.
What?
Oh, my heart.
Those are usually not ones you want to have.
Yeah, I don't have insurance now.
Fair.
Don't worry, I got baby aspirin. We'll be fine. It's the same thing, I'm sure.
No.
Yes, and you're not my doctor, all right?
You're
I don't have
100% right.
one. I don't have one, so I don't got to listen to one.
You're right. You can't even call me a doctor.
I can call you a duck.
You can call me a quack.
You're a quack, 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 quack. All right, it's just this middle area now. Coming out. Wow, those guys really need some work.
The pillow of cereal?
Like Nesquik. Nesquik's good. I don't like the powder. The powder is volcanic destruction in your eyes. But I like having Nesquik as like a already made chocolate drink. Like the Nesquik bottles, which are overpriced, but so good.
Oh! I like bagged milk.
Well, you're Canadian. That's not like national identity, Bagmo?
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily. Yeah, a lot of people are going to bed.
Have a good night, everybody.
I need to finish flying to sleep at some point. Will you do that, Tex?
Hey, you have a good sleep, man. I
I'll,
hope you are sleeping well.
I'll bring up the vote in mod chat tomorrow, and we can see if we want to give that Playground Discord just a quick try. See how long
Nope.
it lasts before we shut it
no.
down.
Done.
Well, it's done. It's done. It's already done.
It's done because
Never mind.
apparently my one vote, everything has to be.
Wait,
God,
we
could
had
you-
a whole conversation about how your guys' votes need to matter. So if you say no, that's all. That's the end of it.
Yeah, but God, could you imagine how horrible would things would be if it had to be unanimous?
Dude, we went through that before.
We did, and yes,
We are the worst ran nice Discord we got out there.
I mean after a while, someone does have to take charge, and that's just
It's not me.
we are trying our best to get that away from them.
Every time Burns said number, all right, cool. You know what? That's a good idea. We'll name it like BPL number 2. Then when we burn that one down, we'll BPL number 3.
Oh, this is the newest iteration. We all just get progressively more and more.
Jaded, roll heavy.
Yeah, I was thinking more like that incognito kind of mask with the nose
Oh,
and the goggles and the glasses. You know what I'm
Glasses.
saying?
know what I'm saying? I almost jumped with the ladder. That would have been the end of me.
Fly me to the moon.
I went beyond the moon. I saw the worlds.
Yeah, you don't get the privilege of going to the moon. You get to
Oh.
go to a new dimension. Just get yeah, I mean, the global rule, be a good spaceman.
That is always number
It's the
one.
only
in the
one that
BPL.
really matters.
At the end of the day, be a good spaceman and learn to say no.
Yeah, I do really like that one too. It's okay to joke, but as long as it's with good heart for everybody, that's what matters. Being good. If you hurt someone, you apologize and you do better.
What are we missing? Oh, lower floor pool. Why didn't finish? Okay. Outer wall cap. Dang it, where'd I miss?
I would hate if we tried to do it like a trivia night with like tech. Well, I mean, there would be some that would be fun, like stuff that he would not know about.
Raised pool inner wall. Okay, here.
Oh, it's this thing here.
Oh, it's this one right here.
No, it's this one here. Pop culture trivia with text. I don't care.
Yeah, we
did it. Oh god,
And right on time too.
nicely done. No
People
replicants.
today, I told Digs and Wear of one. Plot is just to find girlfriend.
Oh my
with a
God.
good command via some harmful sleeper action. Nice. I believe the spot the Manchurian candidate. Nice. Well, let's watch us clean it from. Man, it's so satisfying watching that happen. Just from pointless to proving that work pays off.
I thought replicants were kind of cool.
Well, guys, next week we have supposedly this last one. It's called the Clean the Mini Golf Course. It looks pretty big, so we'll see how that goes, but that's all there is for today. So I'd like to thank everyone for coming out, Once again, no. Oh god, he has a ladder. You know what? Take that ladder, go up there and jump off. I want to see if we could phase you before we leave.
Okay, let's do it.
I want to show you fifth dimensional whatever it is. So put it down. Where'd it go? What'd you do?
I don't know.
I didn't mean you to fifth dimensional the ladder. I said yourself.
The ladder.
Oh, there it is. So take it, put it up, and then when you're on the second or third floor, pick it up and then jump off. I don't think it'll work the same because it's it's kind of placeable. We'll see. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up. Can you pick it up?
I'm trying. It's just F, right?
I know. I'll put it back over here.
Oh. I almost grabbed it.
Yeah, put it back.
Yeah.
Now jump. Oh, it doesn't do the same thing. What about with the step ladder? I don't even know what's the thing. Anyways.
I'm trying to run it into you to see what happens
Oh,
while
God.
you're jumping.
Ah.
If I can see you into the
Send me
Shadow Realm?
I've already been to the fifth dimensional.
Yeah, but I haven't done
hyperbolic
it to you.
Oh no, it's never been your fault. There's a ball over here.
The ball on a cup.
But yeah, everybody, thank you so much for coming out. We got some new, while we're here, I wanted to share with you one other thing. We got some new fan art, which I love to showcase on here.
Aww.
This one is in response of Rob. Well, actually, it's Foxy and Ralphie, and then Rob jumped in. It's from Lichter, our major fan art guy. Let me exit this so I can get to my desktop.
Thank you.
Here it is. It is.
God, I
The
love
squatting
it.
mechs tell no lies. Squatting Slav mechs with some.
Malort.
It's Capellan Malort.
Oh.
Get fotched. It's a wonderful piece. Just fantastic. And I got permission for this. Here's our very own Striker doing a copy, thinking he could do better.
Can't wait.
With his own Malort. BPL Striker of the News Meme Media decided that he wanted to do it as well, so he did the same thing.
He actually does really good.
He does. He squatted it perfectly.
That
But-
is the Legion's Museum curator. And an amazing host, apparently. I'm sorry.
Yes,
We're done.
Yes.
Dave Johnson, we're done here.
We're going to call that for the stream this week. We'll see you next week at 9 p.m. EST to finish up the last map, probably available unless there is ones we don't have unlocked yet. The game will come out eventually with a couple new maps and a couple revisions, so we might jump back in, but we do have a plan for what we're going to run you all through. It might not be as relaxed or as chill, but hopefully we can keep up the lo-fi music and not get scared out of our minds, possibly. I won't really break it or anything, but just let yourselves know that you're loved, you're worthy, and I hope you have a wonderful week.
You deserve it.
Find something good in the world, and then come hang out with us next week and share it.
Yeah.
Be kind, be good spacemen, and always remember to tell people you care about that you do, because you never know when that's going to go away.
Very true.
Have a good night, everybody. We're probably not going to do Visera cleanup detail, just throwing it out there.
What's going on?
They want us to do Visera cleanup detail.
No.
You know, it is relaxing when it's just me, but when the jank physics of
Yeah.
the game kick in multiplayer, it makes all relaxation go out the window. But we can give it a try.
yeah.
We can give it a try.
If you can turn the jank physics off and just do it kind of like relaxing, totally.
Have a good night, everybody.
We're still live. Oh my god.